listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Mamba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and Mamba. What's up, guys?
You know what? Like, I wasn't ready. I was creeping through Kylie Jenner's Instagram. She's like attractive, but
in a fake sort of way?
Yeah. So, I mean, does that really matter, right?
It matters.
I think she's like, out of all the Kardashian Jenner clan, I think she's the one that bothers me the least.
No, I
Kylie?
like Kendall.
Yeah.
Kendall's my favorite.
No, she's like a tryhard.
Yeah.
No,
I think
sexy.
I think
Kendall's the sexiest
I think
one.
Courtney bothers me the least.
I think
I love me some Courtney, too.
I think Courtney, Chloe, and Kim, they all bother me because they're new money. They weren't born rich. They got rich. They were just regular old people. Then they got rich, and then Kendall and Kylie, they already grew up rich.
Yeah.
So they're
So shouldn't that be the opposite?
no, it's actually not. People who are actually born into money and they've been rich their whole lives are actually a lot nicer and more humble than people that like struggled hard as fuck and then they become rich,
Why?
like fucking Kanye.
But did they ever really struggle? Like,
Well, they didn't struggle, but I'm saying,
Yeah, I mean, his
compared
father
to
was a fucking lawyer.
like a famous lawyer,
yeah,
right?
famous
no,
lawyer.
yeah, but he wasn't always a famous.
They were
lawyer.
hanging out with Juice.
Yeah, with
but
the
that
the
wasn't
juice.
always the case.
OJ
Remember, but this was like,
and Johnny Cochran.
I mean, yeah, they were.
They
But-
made a character for Johnny Cochran.
yeah, but I'm saying like
on
they,
Seinfeld.
but they didn't grow up like they weren't like.
They weren't millionaires.
Yeah, they weren't. When they were kids, they weren't millionaires.
they were 100,000-aires.
I mean,
So would they be considered what we call bougie? Like once upon a time, they weren't. They were probably definitely well off. Like they were what you would consider wealthy.
yeah, they were decent.
And
they were
then-
doing well for themselves. And
and
then they just like
And of course,
Ray J comes in and like, let me make you rich.
Ray J is like the blue fairy from Cinderella, but instead of using his wand, he just tapped Kim with his dick.
He uses his instead of using his wand, he uses his dong.
Yeah, his oddly shaped dong. And
Oh, you know it's oddly shaped.
I seen it. I seen it.
I saw it
That
too.
is to say, I saw it.
And,
It is oddly shaped,
a
but
weird-
very big.
Everyone's seen that.
It's a weird angle. Yeah, very big. Kudos to him.
Yep.
Kudos to him. Mine is as straight as an arrow, but not that big. And he blessed that family.
He did. He gave them millions without knowing he was going to give them millions.
I know.
But it wasn't really him. I mean, I think it was planned. It was set up. She fucking did that shit on purpose.
Their mom. I think the mom. The
mom
mom
planned
was
it,
the
yeah.
manager, right?
Yeah. She's the one that brokered the deal between, I guess, whatever porn company picked up. Was it Vivid
Yeah, Vivid.
or whatever?
It is Vivid. You're good. You're good, Tony.
I mean,
I didn't see the full,
wild guess, guys. I've never seen it.
I don't know if I've seen the full video, but they just
I
seem.
have. I've watched every second of it.
I mean, there's a lot of filler for like a porn.
There's a lot of filler, and then they repeat a lot of the same parts over.
Yeah,
and over.
yeah.
It's if you cut out all that shit and all the filler and all that,
It's
that's
not.
it's only like a 15, 20-minute video.
yeah.
How do you think?
And then they add the music, which makes it cheesy as fuck.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Me neither. It's terrible.
How do you think?
Oh, and then they hold on. And then not only that, you know what's my biggest gripe about that video?
Yeah.
They repeat her moans even when she's
Oh.
not moaning, and you can tell because you see her mouth.
So they edited it.
they added the fuck yeah.
They
told
edited
her
it
moaning out.
in post. I wonder what that
Post
process.
production.
I wonder what that process was like. Like you got some engineer and there's some dude in the back. Like, yeah, let me get more moans.
Exactly.
And then someone was like, "Yep, this is what I went to school for."
That's exactly what I went to school for.
To edit
I
Kim
My-
Kardashian
this,
sex
this,
tape.
this sound engineering degree is
I
paying off.
studied under Hans Zimmer, and here I am making.
moans,
Yeah,
making more moans for Kim Kardashian.
but good for them, right? Like,
I mean, if I could get rich from a sex tape, I might do it.
I would release it. Nobody wants to see mine.
You know, like that. I think one of the funniest tweets was, what's her name? Anna Kendrick. Someone's like, "Oh, TMZ has your sex tape," and she's like, "Finally, geez, I've been sending it to them for months."
I do like me some Anna Kendrick.
She's hilarious.
She was funny.
On the Twitter face.
She's not terribly unattractive either.
No,
She's
We
not-
don't.
she has
she
the
has her
We
best-
don't. We don't judge women here by how they look.
What?
We don't judge women here on how they look.
Are you in the right podcast?
We appreciate them for how talented they are.
Yeah. By talent, we mean their looks.
because some females, that's all the talent they have.
Exactly.
That's true.
Kim Kardashian.
Just like, I remember when I first downloaded Instagram, all my Instagram feed was just like sexy girls,
Just thoughts.
just Instagram thoughts. And then after so much of that, I was like, all these Instagram thoughts are a dime a dozen. You got the ones that stand out. I still follow those.
Like yeah, I know a lot of guys that like they follow like all these models and like they have some like some sexy ass baby girls. But see me like I don't know. I like to follow the up and comers. Like once they get too big, I stop following them because it just I don't know. To me, just like kind of loses the appeal.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I like the struggling ones, the one that only have like 10,000 followers,
Yeah, the one-
12,000. The one where like if I if I make a comment, she might actually see it. See, that's like that's my
Or
that's my
respond.
sweet spot.
Uh-huh.
Because there was this one girl that added me on Instagram like a while back, and she was really cool, and she only had like I think like 2,000, 3,000 followers.
Oh, so
So,
you were with her from the beginning.
Yeah, so I was with her from the beginning, and she would we would actually DM each other back and forth.
Oh.
She's actually from Chicago, and so yeah, she DM me and stuff, and we talk.
For research purposes, can I see this?
Yes.
Can I see her Instagram later? Not right now. Not right now.
Okay. So like we were like kind of we're like Instagram buddies, and now she's got like I don't know like maybe 50, 60,000. And I hit her up once just to see if she's still humble. And she did reply, so I am content. Like, all right, I will not unfollow you. But I think once she gets to that like 100,000, like okay, that's
And she starts slanging fit tea.
and she starts slanging fit tea, like it's time to
You're gonna
it's time to move
unfollow?
on. It's time to move on to the next set of baby girls, because that's why I like that's my sweet spot. the anywhere between 1,000 to maybe 20, 30. After that, it's like meh.
Yeah.
It just loses the appeal.
I agree.
But have you guys seen the new wave of influencers? The ones that are like not even real people. They're like digital.
Yeah.
Was it?
I've heard. I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
I think Pornhub has like a Instagram page for like their CGI model,
Okay.
and I thought that was pretty cool. Like they have an
Yeah.
Instagram page for
Like-
this CGI character. I forgot what her name is, and they'll play certain videos where she's working out and stuff, and it's like your own personal CGI girl. They gave her the most annoying voice possible, but I thought that was pretty interesting.
There's actually one that I follow. Junkie, you want to pull it up? Pull up the gram. I think it's
Can I have a name?
yeah. So it's funny because obviously she's fake, she's digital, and like some of the comments are like people think she's real. They're like, "Oh, when are you coming to LA?" Or "Oh, when?" I'm like, I mean, she could technically be anywhere.
Just out of inquiry, are a lot of those comments coming from India?
No, those comments are hilarious. Like, oh, if you guys ever want to like just laugh, just look up like Google Images and look up like Indian guy comments on Instagram, and it is like the funniest shit. Oh man, look up LIL
So sexy, baby.
MIQ. Right there.
Michaela?
Yeah.
Also, I showed Tony this when we were at the UFC event. Tony showed me this hilarious ass comment from some Indian guy. But
Oh my gosh, she looks very fake.
what Tony didn't know is that if you go on an Instagram models or like, because they have tag pictures.
Yeah.
So if you go on an Instagram models tag pictures, something that a lot of Indian guys do is that I think they want people to see their page.
Yeah.
So they'll tag themselves they'll they'll tag the model in their pictures.
Yeah.
So when somebody goes through the tag pictures for the model, you'll see like those guys' picture. So you'll just see like this sexy ass Instagram model, and her tag pictures like
a bunch of like Indian guys.
a bunch of Indian guys
taking selfies. It's like the funniest
like
shit.
go to her tag.
Hold on, we're
pic.
looking at this.
I know. We'll go back to that. Go back up. Go up. Go up. Keep on going, and go to a tag to see if there's any right there. Click on that. See how many. Oh no, we can't look at it. You're not signed in. You don't have an Instagram.
No, I don't, but we have it on KOTP.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever.
Just go look at her.
But if you ever look up if you ever go to an influencer's Instagram, look up her tag pictures, and you'll see some funny shit.
But she looks
like-
fake as fuck. This girl.
Of course she's fake. You know what's funny?
she looks completely CGI.
So there's some other.
Wait, who makes this?
It's I don't know, some design company or something. Because there's a couple of them. There's two others, and they look even way more fake. I mean,
don't get me wrong. She looks.
but you could tell it's
realistic,
but it's obvious
it's
that
obvious that
look.
she's
Keep
CGI.
going down, and there's one that she takes with this twat that like some dude. He's got like tattoos and stuff, and
I was going to hear with this guy.
no, it's not it.
There's a fucking birthday party with real people in the back.
So yeah, so like
I wonder if they did this on purpose. Like they put someone there, or they photoshopped her picture, and I don't know. Is that J Balvin?
oh yeah, that video he's actually talking to her. He's probably talking to a green screen. But let's see if you can play it. But it's actually her. Apparently, well, supposedly, you know, it's like it's like the trippiest shit ever. So here's this dude talking to oh, that's just a clip. But there's an actual interview. There's an actual interview where they actually have a back and forth dialogue, and it's just the weirdest.
Is
Are
that
these
her?
all CGI pictures?
Right there. Click on that one. Click on that video.
Well, she's the only CGI person in the picture, right?
Yeah, yeah, because those other twats are real. But they're just the weirdest shit ever. Well, at least she said reggaeton correct, so that
She said it with an accent.
I applaud her effort.
She's probably a Hispanic chick. Look, there's her with a real person.
Yeah, keep going. I'm trying to find this one fucking twat that's that has all these tats, and
Why is there a hilarious comment in there?
because the thing is I have a theory because in all his pictures he has a bandana covering his face. Right there, that broad.
Is it a bandana or is it a medical mask?
No, I think it's
She's CGI, isn't she?
Yeah, she's right there, that blonde. But she's another digital influencer. She doesn't have as many followers as this girl. I think this girl has the most that I've seen. But that other female,
She's wearing Supreme in the other one. That's hilarious.
yeah. So she's also like that. That other girl,
Yeah, this
wearing
one
the yellow.
here.
She's also another influencer. But if you keep going, I'm trying to find that twat because in all of his pictures, his mouth is
Right
all
there?
right there. You see that twat he's got a mask.
Yeah, it's a medical mask.
He's digital too.
Yeah, so in all of his pictures, his entire Instagram, I think he's tagged. You might be able to click on it.
No, he's not tagged.
Yeah, click on it. Tap on
Click
it.
on the picture.
Click on the picture. It should pop up
There
right
you
there.
go.
Oh, there you go.
Jeez, Joker.
I mean, click on him.
Yeah,
on his tag name, yeah.
yeah. So see how in every single one his mouth is covered. So I think that he
Look,
was.
there's a more digital. They're all digital right here.
I know.
All three of
Do you
these
think
fuckers.
he's the one that designs it?
Yeah, that's the guy I told you about. The one from
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm thinking that all three of them are made by the same
Yeah.
company because they're all together and they all whatever. But I think that he's probably one of the earlier models, and I don't know. Maybe it's cheaper to just not digitalize.
Oh,
a full-
render a face?
Yeah, because in every single one his mouth is covered. So I guess they try to pass it off as it's his thing.
Yeah.
No, motherfuckers, you're just being cheap. You just don't want to fucking render his
Well,
face.
yeah, but his masks are different in all of
It
them.
doesn't matter. It's still cheaper to slap on a mask a different color
And
instead
make
of-
a facial
than
expression.
than actually make facial expressions.
This is kind of like a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if do you ever watch Black Mirror, Junkyard?
No.
Oh my god,
That is a great
did
show.
Did you guys watch the new season?
I watched the new season.
I watched the first episode of the new season, and it was quite interesting.
Is that
That's with the
Striking Vipers?
Yes.
It was different.
Yeah. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Watch
I
Black
don't-
Mirror. But anyway, the thing is I remember I think this whole digital influencer thing could have started a long time ago, but
With Strong Bad.
No, with
Homestar Runner.
you know, do you remember that Final Fantasy movie? Like
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Spirits Within.
Yeah.
That movie was so hyped.
Uh-huh.
Like had such a huge budget.
I don't think it was a bad movie.
Oh, it was pretty bad. Well, it was bad because
I think it was ahead of its time with the CGI. The CGI was like great.
No, but the everything was trash. See, okay, yeah, the graphic CGI obviously for its time it was groundbreaking.
Because that was like what, early 2000s?
Yeah, but the movie was fucking trash. Only because I mean I've played most Final Fantasy games, so playing all the games and watching a movie that has nothing to do with any of the games.
That's
just like
that's I think the biggest disappointment. I guess it was like its own standalone story.
yeah. If they would have like made a story after one of the more popular games, that would have gone over a lot better. Because who's gonna watch the movie? Fucking gamers.
Yeah.
People that play the game are gonna
That's
watch the
all.
movie.
We've talked about this before. All video game movies suck.
Well, that's true. They do. But who goes watches these movies? People that play video games. But you got to at least make it appeal to your hardcore audience. And this movie like appealed to like I don't know who they were trying to appeal to.
I saw it.
It was trash.
The best video game movie of all time will be Sonic.
It hasn't come out yet.
Well, it
I don't
know.
He started
It's
saying
not
it will
looking
be.
good. I mean, we already
It
talked
looks-
about.
I'm telling you, the movie's not going to change. It's just the actual character.
But it's not a good sign if a studio caves and like, oh yeah, you're right. It does look like shit. We'll change it.
But it did look like shit.
It did.
But the movie's not going to change whether it looks like shit
Yeah.
or not.
Okay, so it's gonna be bad regardless.
It's either going to be a good movie or a bad movie.
It's definitely gonna be a
Regardless.
bad movie.
Junker already called it. He said it's going to be the greatest movie.
I said the best video game movie of all time, and it's not that hard to do.
That's true.
The bar is very low. So even if it's terrible yet better than all the other video game movies, it'd still be the best video game movie of all time.
I'm trying to think what's the best one.
Right now, I think it's Mortal Kombat. I don't know if there's a better one.
Really?
Name a better one.
I haven't seen that Tomb Raider movie that came out last year.
I don't think it got very good.
I
reviews.
mean,
haven't watched it
I
yet
remember
either.
the first Tomb Raider was decent. It was not bad.
With Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, the first
For
one.
its time.
Then the second one was what? Cradle of Life. That one
Yeah.
was
That was
all
terrible.
right. That was, but actually no. The first Tomb Raider wasn't terrible. The Resident Evil series.
The first Resident Evil movie was good.
I wouldn't say go as far as say it was.
It was good. It was good. It
It
was good.
was
It was good.
okay.
It was good. Before Uwe Ball got his dirty little Eastern European hands on it, on the sequels, but it was a good movie.
Fucking Uwe.
It was serviceable. You know what wasn't a good movie? The Predator.
that was a terrible movie.
So the other night, let me give some background.
Should we start? No, let's start. Let's do our piece first, and then you tell us what happened.
Your piece?
Yes.
How about I say my piece? It's like, don't bother me.
Is that your piece?
That's my piece. Leave me
Tony,
be.
let's tell our listeners what happened the other day.
So we have a group chat. Obviously, it's us three, and I mean, usually we stay in communication throughout the whole day, whether it's just bullshit or memes
Or Mama telling us to shut the fuck up.
or Mama bitching about something. But we're always like, you know. So the other day it was like I think the last message that Mamba sent was at 11 p.m.
No.
The
That was
night
his.
before.
That was his WhatsApp. But like on Facebook, it was or like on Facebook Messenger, it was way before that.
I thought it was 11.
No, I thought it was like way before that. I thought it was like his last message was even because we had sent.
The
messages.
point is, I didn't send a message.
No, it was
for-
around that. The point is, let's just say 11. It was around that time. It was around 11 p.m. That was around the same time that he posted something on WhatsApp, and I think that was the last time he had any activity on Facebook. So we're like, okay, whatever. And we're like, maybe he was off today, so he probably just slept in. But usually when you do that, you're up by like
1.
2 p.m.
Yeah, this was already like almost 4 o'clock.
This is like almost 4 o'clock, and we're like, I mean, should we be kind of worried? Like, it's already been like it was like 3:48, and we've heard nothing from you. I'm like, all right, well, maybe we should like add him. So I tried adding you on Facebook and nothing. And we're like, well, he hasn't posted anything. So then we started stalking like people you know. So like, well, let's go to Megan's page. Maybe like she posted like, oh, maybe they're tagged somewhere. And like her last activity was around the same
no, bro.
time.
His last message was
Okay, it doesn't matter.
2
Junker.
days before
Okay.
that.
No, it wasn't. It
Yeah, I'm
wasn't.
looking at it right now.
Oh, Junker,
I'm sure I
Junker.
messaged you
No,
the
he
day.
didn't. He didn't.
yeah, it was Sunday.
Junker, just let it go. Let it go. We're moving on. So we started like stalking your girlfriend's page, and we saw that her last activity was around the same time. So I started coming up with these wild theories because I couldn't get a hold of you. We're like, what if they eloped? and they just don't want to tell anyone.
I thought it was carbon monoxide poisoning.
So
That's
so
a good,
so anyway,
that's a good one.
so the next
It's a
step,
silent killer.
So the next step is like, all right, well, I mean, I hate to do it, but like, I'm gonna have to call him. So I called you, and it went
Which
straight.
is probably the worst thing you could do.
It went straight to voicemail. We're like, nope, I guess his phone's off or is dead or whatever. So like, well, what do we do now? Like I don't have his girlfriend's number. So
Neither do I.
I'm like, well, we
Let's
can
keep it that way.
So we're like, well, like, I mean, we can try messaging or calling maybe some of his family members that I do have their contact information, and I did not.
Their contact information, like
like
numbers, or
yes, a series of 7 numbers. Is it 7?
like ISP, right? Like you got our ISP address.
No, like
ICQ.
For voice calls.
Okay.
So
like Skype.
Okay.
Vonage?
Now, which of these family members of mine is it?
well, I mean, you have all sisters, so it's obviously a female.
Okay. But
But
specifically,
but it's not one of your sisters.
Maybe
well, I only have one other family member.
maybe it's your grandfather,
I said it's like it's female.
grandmother, the one that
It's-
lives in Monterrey.
So is this just all a ploy so you can contact my mother, Tony?
Yeah, I'm the one that told you to like go MIA for like a whole day.
I didn't go MIA. It was in the middle of the afternoon.
So Mama goes MIA, and I'm like, man, well, I mean, I have no choice. I'm gonna have to
it's for his own good.
like message his mom, find out if he's alive. Maybe something happened. I'm like, I don't want to, but like he left me no choice. You're not answering my calls.
Yeah.
You're not answering my texts. I tagged you in like at least 3 dank memes by then,
And-
you responded to none.
There was a lot of WhatsApp messages.
A lot
that
of
went
WhatsApp
through.
messages, like
You were completely gone,
and
off the
nothing.
radar,
And we're like,
off the grid.
so we're like, all right. So I had no choice.
You had plenty of
And then
options.
and then I called our friend that's a Chicago police officer.
Is that why you?
Asked him to do a wellness check on you.
Is that
'cause
why I had
figured-
like a messenger missed call from him? I woke
Probably.
up. I was all
Yeah.
groggy. I was like, why the fuck did?
It's funny. He's like, yeah. Well, call his girlfriend first before I go kick in his door.
Yeah. Because I was like, because sometimes he's in the area and he's a police officer, so I figured he could just go in there and knock on doors, and And I was like, are you in the area? He's like, well, I texted him first, asked him if he was working. He called me, so I answered, and I was like, are you in the area? He's like, no, I'm like really far south. I'm like, oh well, Mama hasn't answered in like.
See, the thing is,
a little while.
I told Junkyard like, all right, after 24 hours, then I'll get worried. I guess Junkyard has a lower threshold for
Mine's 12. It's
that. His threshold is 12 hours.
and it was already 12 hours.
So it was already 12 hours. So Junkyard was in full on panic mode.
Were you sweating?
Yes, I was ready to leave work and go
Why?
knock on your door
Go look
to make sure you weren't dead.
I was getting ready to go to Office Depot and print out some posters.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen me?
I was ready to
Is
get
that
the
why?
milk cartons ready.
Yesterday, yeah. Is that why? Yesterday when I went to work, I said there was milk cartons with my face on it, already pre-made.
And then I was like, so I called her friend and I was like, hey, when you go do a wellness check just to make sure he's still alive. And he's like, fuck. He's like, well, I'm not in the area, but first call his girlfriend, and then if not, then I'll go stop by.
So yeah, then I'll go kick in his door.
Yeah.
But luckily, Junkyard got a hold of your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she explained that you were asleep. And then
What did she tell you?
That you were
She
sleeping?
said, she didn't say you were asleep. She said that you didn't go to sleep till 8 a.m. or 6 a.m. Whatever, sometime really early
Like
in the
a
morning.
7. I laid down at 6:30.
She said you went to sleep at 6 a.m.
So then I probably fell
And-
asleep at like 7 a.m.
And then she said, yeah, you didn't go to sleep till 6 a.m. and that you put your phone in airplane mode. That's why it went straight to voicemail.
I always put my phone on airplane mode.
Airplane.
So then I'm like,
mode.
oh, okay. So in that case, I did the math, and I'm like, he's probably still sleeping because you sleep at least 12 hours. So it only been like 9.
I need a solid 10.
What are you, a fucking bear?
Yes. I have a lot of body mass. It takes a lot of energy to power this locomotive.
So then I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, so then he probably is still sleeping. I didn't know he fell asleep that late. You never fall asleep that late or early. I don't know what you want to call it. And she's like, oh no, I'm starting to get worried now too. And I'm like, oh, don't worry. I'm like, it's only been 9 hours. He's got at least 3 more hours left to sleep in him. And she's like, oh yeah, you're right. She's like, okay.
Yeah, that I wake.
And then she told me to tell you to stop going to sleep so late like a child.
And then I wake up.
I don't know what was more. See, that part didn't really upset me. What upset me was what you were doing till
All night.
All night. You were watching two
Terrible movies.
terrible
I
movies.
was playing video
and eating
games.
terrible pizza.
and you were eating terrible pizza.
Yeah, but okay. So I'll explain why I was doing it. So, I don't know. My boss made my schedule, so I worked 7 days in a row. That was kind of rough. I've done it before, but it's no big deal. But the last 4 days, I had to open. I had to be there early. And I don't like being anywhere early. So that was 4 days of me going to bed early.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I finally got to okay, it's gonna be my day off tomorrow, I'm gonna stay up late. So I fired up a frozen pizza, played some video games. Then I was on HBO, watched Pacific Rim Uprising. Terrible
First
move.
Pacific Room was terrible.
And what else did you watch?
And then after Pacific Rim, I was I'm still hungry.
And I still want a terrible movie.
Yeah, so I fired up another Jack's frozen pizza. So I was already 2 pizzas in by this point. And then at 4 a.m, I start watching The Predator, the last year's one.
Yeah.
The
With
worst,
Olivia Munn.
the worst fucking movie I've seen in a long time. And I'm a big fan of the Predator franchise. I love them.
Actually the best one, not the best one, but the most underrated one is Predators.
Predators is a great.
Yeah,
action
with-
movie.
Did you guys
Adrian
watch
Brody?
Alien vs Predator?
That was also. You know what? I
didn't
prefer Alien versus Predator
Where-
over
where-
this fucking movie.
Where Predator and that chick have this weird romance going on.
Yeah. They
They
team up.
They look like they're about to kiss at the end.
They have an interspecies relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna kiss her with his mandibles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was such a shitty movie. And then once I saw that the sun was coming up, and I heard birds chirping, I was
It's
I
a
was-
brand
I was
new
like,
day.
oh shit, it's past 6. I was like, I better go to sleep. Then I laid down. I woke up at 11 in the morning to take a piss break, and I was like, I could sleep an hour or two more. And then I time traveled to 4 in the afternoon, and I opened up my phone, and I'm I can't access my phone because I'm getting notification after notification, and I look, there's a string of messages from Tony and Junkyard asking him if I'm okay. And at first I thought they were joking. I was like, oh yeah. But then my girlfriend calls me. She was like, yeah, your friends are worried about you. She was like, Junkyard called me. I'm like, why? He's like, he thought something happened to you. And then
I actually thought something happened to both of you.
And then I was like, okay. I was like, they're just fucking around. But then, which I thought was really funny, out of everybody that tried to get a hold of me, probably the person that I thought would care the most contacted me
The last.
the latest.
Your mom?
I get a text from my mom at 6 after everybody finds out I'm okay. I get a text from my mom at 6. She was like, John? I'm like, yeah, what's up? She's like, okay, just making sure. And I'm like, what did you want? She was like, nothing. I was like, okay. I guess.
What did she tell you, Tony, when you texted her? It took her a while to respond, right?
She was probably at work.
No, she usually replies right away.
Oh.
What was that?
Well, no, I mean, it took her forever. I mean, she was at work. It
You
was
said
probably a busy
usually?
day. I mean, I don't mean I usually message her. I'm just
Uh-huh.
saying,
But the times you have.
I'm just saying the very, very few times that I have, she usually responds promptly.
You're lucky your mom doesn't have any social medias. You're lucky. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I would be sending your mom dick pics and all sorts of things. But you keep her off the internet. It'd be wise of you. So yeah, that was my afternoon. I was taking a big sleep,
Not big enough.
and you guys were trying to disturb that.
Well, because we were worried.
I never get the big sleep.
Yeah.
I only get the big sad. For those who don't know, Junkyard, what is the big sleep?
I mean, I guess that's nice to know that you guys would work. But how does it feel to know that, I would probably wait a while?
So you worry about us?
Yes.
How it's a while?
A
More than
week.
12 hours?
I'd say
A week?
a week.
So if you didn't hear from us for a whole week, you wouldn't say anything?
I just assume you guys got shit going on.
For a whole week?
Yeah, I don't
That's a long
know.
time.
You guys got.
We usually don't go more than 5 or 6 hours without messaging each other. You're going to wait a whole week?
Damn, man. You guys are grown men. I don't have to, you guys are older than me. I don't have to worry about you guys.
That is true. I always tell people, don't worry about me.
Junkyard-
Don't ever worry about me.
Junkyard never leaves the house. He's a hermit, and
Hermit?
hermit.
Oh, I said Herman. I'm not Herman.
And if Tony just didn't answer, I'm assuming he's watching some sort of CW show. So,
Or some yaoi.
or Yowie, definitely. I was like, oh, he's on a binge.
Or I'm playing Striking Vipers.
But I am. That's funny. But I'm touched that you guys would worry.
I thought carbon monoxide would have killed you. It was that or heart attack. But since I wasn't
That's
sure,
the most likely one.
but since I wasn't sure, like if you're, because we were worried about your girlfriend too, because she hadn't posted anything. She usually posts stuff on Facebook pretty often.
Mm-hmm.
So we we kind of just lumped her in like with you. So we figured
That
you both
like
would.
we drove off a cliff or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought either fire or carbon monoxide.
Nope.
I thought you guys were both done.
I thought fire or marriage. I don't know which one's worse.
What if it was both?
Ooh.
What if we set our apartment building on fire and
then
just
ran off to get married?
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as she answered me, I was no longer worried.
Oh, you're no longer worried.
Yeah.
What if she was like, I don't know where he is?
I would have been like, oh shit, maybe we should find him.
Call our buddy back. Hey, go kick his door down.
That's not the first time I've done that though.
What?
That I just like disappear. When me and my girlfriend first started dating, she got really pissed because this was like a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Tony's brother and his wife went down for a wedding to
Oh, Florida.
Key West, and I got super drunk. Me and Rudy, Tony's brother, went back to our hotel, and we went back to our hotel with the best man, and everybody was like having a good time. I was done. I think that might have been the drunkest I've ever been, and I just like lay on my bed and like a starfish, and I'm just staring at the ceiling, and the ceiling is spinning, and then your brother, his wife, and then the best man are sitting on their bed, and they're all talking and everything. I can't really understand what they're saying, but it sounds like intimate. So I'm thinking to myself, are they about to like have an orgy over there? And I'm like, that's cool, but one, I'm upset that I wasn't invited, and two, I wanted to be invited. It turns out that they didn't, but before I fell asleep, I texted my girlfriend at 4 a.m. I'm like, things are getting real weird around me. and then I turn off my phone. I put it on airplane mode.
Airplane
And she was like,
mode.
oh no,
So then I wake up the next day like 3 p.m.
what the fuck?
And then I get a bunch of text messages. She's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. She was like, what happened last night? I was like, nothing. Why? She was like, you said things are getting real weird around here and I never heard from you again. I'm like, oh, yeah, I just thought Rudy was going to have an orgy next to me. That's it. They didn't, though.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
That's hilarious.
So if I ever go missing for like 12 hours, I'm probably sleeping.
Well, like I said, we expected 1, maybe 2, but it was really like 4 o'clock. That was a little late for you.
Next time we'll try to push for 6.
You keep trying to push that envelope
Yeah.
to see how far you can go, and then try to break that record.
I like my sleep, man. Which is weird because I like sleeping, but I don't like going to sleep, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want to go to sleep early.
I don't want to go to sleep
But you wanna
early,
sleep
but
for
once
as
I
long
do
as
fall
possible.
asleep, I want to keep it going.
So and I saw you had pizza today.
I did have pizza. I had Domino's. I'm going to put you guys on. So Domino's, they have this deal where you order 2 things. You go order like, there's different things, but it's like basically you order 2 pizzas and both of them will come out to $6. I guess it's their way of competing with like
Little
Little
skeezies.
Little Caesars.
Really? 2 pizzas for $6?
You could get as much as you want. You just have to order 2 or more. So like
That doesn't include delivery though, because delivery they usually charge you plus.
yeah, they charge it. But like today it was me, my boss, and one of my coworkers. We all 3 got a pizza and it came out to like $19. But the pizza that I get mushroom and jalapenos, and he spread some sriracha sauce on it. Fucking delightful.
Bone apple tea?
And you're a hater because you were talking shit.
I wasn't talking shit. I asked
I'm
you a
trying to
question.
put you on, bro.
Bro, I was just more.
And I'm not a fan of Domino's.
I was concerned that you ate 3 pizzas in less than 24 hours.
Don't be concerned. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself.
I mean, next time you don't answer, pretty sure that's gonna be a heart attack.
Might. Never know. If I don't respond for good, then you'll know that's what it is.
I was actually like today. I was really close to like I was honestly considering skipping my workout because I went to a new Orange Theory studio, one in Oak Park. For those that are outside of Chicago, it's just one that's closer to my house. And in this new one, there's like a Dunkin' Donuts right on the corner. I was like, man, I kind of just want to go in there and just
I do like me some Dunkin'
I
Donuts.
just want to slam me a dozen donuts and an iced coffee and say, fuck this workout. But I had Portillo's earlier today, so I'm like, I really probably should. I've already had like 2,000 calories in one meal, so.
Right.
You've been.
Okay, you burnt those off.
What's
That's right.
motivating you to like work out so much?
Summer?
Oh,
Summer's already here.
Exactly. I don't want to look gross when I take off my shirt.
one of my friends that the other day came over that plays basketball with us. He said that you need to bulk up.
I mean,
He's called you a
he,
bitch.
no,
No, he didn't say a bitch. He said he needs to bulk up.
he's not wrong. Unfortunately, I can't.
He says, I bet you that you can. That's what he said. Those were his words.
Okay, well, hey, if he has a secret formula,
says you
I
stop-
would love to hear it.
He does. He says you need to stop doing cardio and just hit the weights nonstop.
Look, that cardio is what keeping us in those basketball games.
Well, he says stop the cardio and do nothing but weights. Just lift weights. He says you'll bulk up in no time. Just weights. So no more Orange Theory. No more fucking insanity. None of that high, like intensity cardio.
I'm gonna suck at basketball.
You should go full
Sorry.
full CrossFit.
So he said.
You're almost halfway
He
there.
said eat more and
Oh.
and wait and do more weights.
Eat more. Does he know how much I eat
And
already?
I told him you ate a lot already.
Tony
he
probably
believed
just
me.
has hyperthyroidism. He has overactive thyroid.
So
I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I have hypothyroidism.
The last couple times we played basketball, I actually had my heart rate monitor
we
from
did
Orange
have that
Theory.
last time, though.
Not I have it last time, but the previous two times.
Yeah.
And in 1 hour that we played, like I burned like 1,200 calories.
I wonder how many we burnt last time because we played a lot.
I'm pretty sure we did close to 1,300 because that time we played more games. We actually
Right.
played the 2 half-court games and the 3 full-court games. Usually we just play like 3 full-court,
Right.
that's it. But that time, since we were waiting for that other guy
Right.
to show up, we were playing some half. And yeah, I was kind of sore the next day, like for a little bit in the morning.
I'm fine now, but my knees still bother me for some reason. I've never had problems with my knees ever. This is the first time, and it just started as recently when I started playing basketball again. And I think I'm just getting old.
It happens.
It's just like you never use them to stand up for yourself. This is all a new experience for you. So once you finally fully
Dude.
extend your knees,
Dude, get him off you.
that's what they're supposed to do.
Damn. Oh, that was actually pretty funny.
The reason Mamba's lays down so much is because he can't stand up either because of that weight.
That's right. That's why I sleep 12 hours a day.
You fucking bear.
Yeah. I need
I mean,
it.
he's the same size as one.
So look, man, if your friend has the secret to me bulking up,
He said,
I'd
weights,
love to hear it.
Weights.
So just
nothing but weights.
just do weights
No,
every
just do
day.
weights. Stop cardio. No more cardio.
Steroids.
No more Orange Theory.
That's a
No
secret.
more insanity. No more whatever the fuck else you do. Just hit the weights. 100%.
But at this point, like, what would be the point? Like, why would you need a bulk up?
I guess it's one of those like challenges, like just to prove that I could.
Oh.
Because like my whole life, I've never been. I think the heaviest I've ever been was like. I think maybe before I started working out, before I started Insanity.
You were a
was, like, 2 years
beefy
ago.
160.
I was a beefy 182.
Oh.
Ooh, that's pretty heavy for you.
That was the heaviest I've ever been, and now I'm like 168.
Were you working out, or is that just from drinking and
No,
eating?
that was before I was working out at all.
Oh, okay,
Like when
okay.
I wasn't working out, when I first started Insanity a few years ago, like I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna start working out. I started doing some cardio. I was like 182, and then I started like lose weight, but I didn't have much to lose, I guess.
Yeah.
And now I'm like 168, 167, because I just weighed myself the other day. So
I'm like the opposite though. I've always been like the bigger guy. Like literally strangers say, "Hey, big guy." They never say, "Hey." So I would want to get like I wouldn't really lift weights. I would just do cardio. I would try to, you know what I mean?
Go to Orange Theory with Tony.
No. I don't have that much money. It's expensive.
He could get you a free pass.
So going once?
Yeah?
yeah,
Okay, I'll take it.
You could go to his free once. You go jiu-jitsu one day for free. Just go like
Oh,
make rounds of
yeah.
like free weeks.
That's true. You could do Cycle Bar too. That's actually that one's $10, but it's awesome.
Cycle bar.
Yeah,
$10 for what? First class?
for the first class. Yeah,
The one thing that I would be willing to put out money for is boxing classes.
dude. I'm telling you, if we find a boxing gym, I'll go with you.
I'll do it.
I'll do that with you.
I'd do it.
What was this?
Then I'd fuck Junkyard up.
What do you call it? You should play basketball with us. That's plenty of cardio.
That's true. That would actually help.
I would actually.
and that's actually free.
I've actually like seeing your guys' text to each other like, "Hey, we're gonna ball." I've been getting kind of like FOMO, but I don't want to embarrass myself.
I embarrass myself all the
But
time.
then I realized that I'm like, I mean, I'd be playing against Junkyard, and
You might be on my team.
I wouldn't show up. I'd fake an injury if I was there.
You'd be that. You wouldn't know until you find out. We don't pick teams that we're there.
I would fake an injury. I'd fake an ACL injury if you were on my team.
Bro, I was clutch the other day. What are you talking about?
I heard you made one shot.
I made more than one shot.
He actually made a layup too.
I heard that when you dribble the ball, you count your dribbles out loud to make sure.
No, I'm not. I'm by no means a good basketball player, but I still enjoy playing.
He did score. He did score a layup, a few under the rim, and he was clutch, like
Behind the line.
behind the line. And that's like he
Recently, that's pretty good.
like he shot like maybe 4 or 5, and he missed them all. But when the game was on the line, when it was do or die,
He made the one that
he
counted.
made the one that counted. In two separate games, I remember. Because I was on the opposite team, and I was like, man, I just want to win, so we can get this game over with. And there goes Junkyard fucking hitting a 2.
Oh,
Which would be a 3 in any other.
That's true,
which-
yeah.
'cause we're
did
playing
you
ones
guys
and
lift
twos.
him up like that movie Rudy? And
Well, he was on the other team. He wouldn't be lifting me.
Oh.
Yeah,
He'd be punching me.
I'd be punching all mad. See me, I'm the opposite. Like Junkyard, like 100% of his shots or 99% of his shots are beyond the arc. Mine are all in the paint. I'm like a Ben Simmons. I don't even attempt.
nobody plays defense.
No, I'm
against you?
serious. Like when they give me the ball out on the top of the key, like I'm
He just
like
passes it.
I'm like I could shoot it, but there's no point.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, who am I kidding?
And I've been really bad lately, man. I just can't. I can't hit shit. And I have been. Mamba thinks I can't, but tell him I was able to hit before.
Yeah.
Sure, man. I believe you.
I used to be pretty good from behind the arc, but now I just can't.
Yeah. We've all
It's going.
done things. You got to be there. You got to be there to see them.
See, my tried and true plan, and it still works to this day, is just to outrun the
Everybody.
other team, and it always works because they always get tired before I do, and always get a few easy layups.
The only thing I can do now is just probably play hard defense. Because other than that, I got nothing else going for me.
Well, the acceptance is great. You know, I'm not that good either, so
Before-
I shouldn't be talking.
Before I was able to hit, at least I was able to hit a few, and now I can't hit any. So
I'm just
I gotta
tall.
play
I'm
defense.
just taller than most people. That's the only thing I got.
I don't think any of us are that good. We just,
no, we're not.
bro, I don't know about you, bro, but I know some people that beat Shannon Brown.
If you're talking about that fucking clown that like keeps track of his stats and posts them, like he's in the fucking
In rec league games,
I keep track of my stats just because they're easy to keep. 0 assists,
for those of you who
0
are
rebounds.
like, for those of you who are like, who is Shannon Brown? That is the point of that joke. He no longer plays in the NBA.
But at least he made it in the
He
NBA.
made
did.
the NBA.
There's a lot of people that made it to the NBA.
He had a decent career.
He played with the Lakers,
Played with the Lakers, played
and then
with
he
the
got
Suns.
married to Monaco, which I guess was the pinnacle of his
That is-
career.
Let's look up Shannon Brown's stats.
No. Look up Smush Parker stats.
There you go.
But you didn't beat Smush Parker. You beat Shannon Brown.
If you can beat Shannon Brown, you can beat Smush Parker. He was one of the other irrelevant Laker guards in the Kobe era.
Here we go. Basketball Reference. Always the best.
Look up Andrew Goudlock. I don't know if you remember him. That motherfucker was in there for like 2 years and he dipped.
Made his money and he checked out. But this isn't a basketball podcast.
It's
He
not.
played here for a season?
Who, Shannon Brown? Yeah, that's when your friend beat him.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know he played here. Did you guys know he played here?
I don't remember.
I don't think he played. Maybe he might have just been on the
he
bench.
played.
Did he get traded here
He
for?
played 6 games here,
Really?
and
Okay.
then he went to Miami and he played 5 games in Miami.
That's why nobody knows.
The majority of his time was Los Angeles.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So
at
did he
all.
have like a 10-day contract?
Clearly. So this was his These are his stats in LA. What do you want to hear? What is most important?
Points.
Points per game? What
Did he
is-
get buckets? Was he getting buckets?
So his first season in the NBA, he averaged 7.9 points.
That's actually not terrible.
Actually, not his first season. His first 3 seasons.
Was he a starter or?
No, he was on the bench.
Oh,
I mean,
I've heard worse.
yeah.
When he did better when he was in Phoenix for 2 seasons. His 2 seasons in Phoenix, he averaged 10.7 points a game.
Oh, so he wasn't like as bad as fucking Smush Parker.
He was serviceable.
He averaged his first 3 seasons. LA averaged 2 assists per game, 1.2 steals a game. In Phoenix, he averaged 2.6 assists and 1.5 steals.
Well,
And he wasn't he in the dunk contest too? I think he was.
I think he was 1 year. Yeah.
So
his biggest highlight is smashing Monica, the former R&B singer. So good for him.
Yeah. Aside from that, his numbers were pretty terrible. But hey, man, he played over 300 games in the NBA.
Yeah, if somebody was like, here,
He played 408 games in the NBA.
if somebody was like, here, we'll make you a professional NBA player, but you're gonna sit on the bench most of the season.
and no one's gonna remember you after.
I feel like, and I'm like, you're gonna pay me like a minimal contract, right? They're like, yeah. I'm like, I'll take it.
His highlight year was the 2011-2012 season in Phoenix. He was averaging 10.5 points a game. No, I'm sorry, 11 points a game. 11 points a game. 0.3 blocks, 0.7 steals, 1.2 assists, 1.5 defensive rebounds, and 0.4 offensive rebounds.
When your friend beat Shannon Brown,
He didn't fucking beat Shannon Brown. That's his claim to fame, supposedly.
was Shannon Brown, was it like 1-on-1 or was it?
I doubt he played him 1-on-1. This one, first of all, this was when Shannon Brown was in high school, supposedly.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure he did not beat Shannon Brown in anything.
Was this guy also?
I bet you he didn't beat him in fucking checkers.
Was this guy also in high school?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
we're close to the same. How old's Shannon Brown now?
I don't know. He has to be in his like late 30s, probably early 40s.
Well, anyway, this is not a basketball podcast.
Yeah.
What's next on the docket, Junkyard?
Move along, Junkyard.
Let's talk. We have a comment for.
We have to stop giving Shannon Brown more exposure.
That's true.
Why? Who cares? Oh, he's 33.
If we keep
Oh, actually, you know what?
if we keep
Shannon Brown's 33. So yeah, my friend's
He's only
36.
33?
Yeah.
Damn.
My friend's 36, so 3 years younger. So,
So
if Shannon Brown was
was in high school and your friend was 3 years older than him, then he was an adult.
and I
fucking
use the word friend very loosely.
then
So he was like a senior,
or an adult.
and then Shannon Brown's like a freshman,
Yeah, and
like a
this-
fucking 14, 15-year-old kid. Hey man, get in where you.
a win is a win, I
Win
guess.
is a win. All right, let's go before Shannon Brown starts trending.
No, but that'd
We
be
keep
good for
talking about
us.
him.
Because, like, if for some obscure reason somebody's like, hey, I want to know what Shannon Brown's up to today, they'll go on Google, type in his name, hit recent or news,
And they'll
and it'll like, local podcast talks about Shannon Brown.
This, or you know what? You never know. This next time we go to trivia, it might be the answer to some question.
might be a Shannon Brown.
Remember
question.
that. Remember how many points he averaged.
Yeah, now we know.
And then he played 6 games for the Bulls.
He went to Proviso East, right?
I didn't even know he was from
Local
here.
kid, yeah. He went to Proviso East. His brother Sterling was supposed to be the next big thing. I don't even think he even made the NBA. Sterling Brown. Anyway, all right. Let's go ahead. Let's do our. We can do our comment for Facebook from our last episode. So our last episode, we had a little bit of a camera issue, which this week has been repaired. And it said, their comment is, "Why did I have an epileptic seizure watching this episode? Wonky camera work." Yeah, our camera was fucked up. We apologize.
I didn't watch
Did you
it.
like it?
no,
His comment?
no,
We'll like it.
No, I'll dislike it.
Dislike it. Well, did you reply?
No, here. Let's
Well,
reply.
and
All right, what do you want me to reply?
why tell him NKOTP
It's free. You're
has
welcome.
has a shitty producer.
No, I won't say that.
Well,
Something better.
has a terrible producer?
No.
As adequate.
How about with NKOTP, you get what you pay for.
All right.
There you go.
You get what you pay for. Thank you for being a fan.
Keep it moving.
Thanks for your support. We love you.
There you go.
We love you.
Yeah.
We tolerate you.
Kissies on your dicky.
Sure.
You didn't have to put that. It'd probably be better if you did it.
Or should I just put kissy on your dicky?
Just
How about you just delete that poll part? Or not? Oh, it's on the internet forever now.
I didn't what was I gonna say? I didn't watch it, or how did it look that bad?
Do you ever watch it?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
So then why do you make it seem like I didn't watch this one?
It was only a little piece.
Just,
Because
just
remember,
say, just say
switched
I never
cameras.
watched, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I never watched. So what did it look like?
It was like flickering, not flickering, but it was like the bottom part of the camera was like getting these like staticky type thing. Like it was like I don't know, it was weird. Do you remember the old VHS tapes when you would do the tracking?
Yeah.
It looks kind of like that.
oh, so it's like a vintage look.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
so hipsters will love it.
Yeah, we had a nice VHS filter for free.
Nice.
I appreciate it.
So okay, let's go ahead. Let's move on. So one of our friends / listeners sent us a email of a crazy news story, but it's not very like
Crazy.
detailed. It's like 2 sentences long.
Well,
So I say
what
let's
is it?
read it. Should I play the music so he doesn't get mad that we didn't use it as a news story?
We'll throw him a pity soundbite.
That soundbite came at a pretty decent speed today. Did you have it all queued up, Junkyard?
Nope.
It skipped a little. He pressed it at the beginning of the.
But it's better than before. We wait like 30 seconds.
He pressed it at the beginning of the episode.
I bet you he was pushing them all like really hard before we got here, like all of them in a row to like get them all in the buffer, get them all in like in the cache. I see what you did there, Junkyard.
This guy. Anyway, so it says, Hola Vatitos. I have a crazy news story. A young woman, let's call her Nicole, who manages a prominent hotel location in Chicago that's definitely not the Howard Johnson, had too many people booked one night. So she made them play Tetris to see who would have to sleep on the street. If I thought you fools did any fact checking, I would try harder. Peace in our time, Boots.
Is that it?
That's a crazy news story.
That's the crazy news story.
I get that, but like
That's why I say he didn't give any more details.
he couldn't have sent the link. Like it would have took less work.
I actually looked it up and I couldn't find anything about it. So I don't know if he
Made it up.
no, or it could be like a personal friend that told him.
That's true. Could be word of mouth, or we could be the ones that broke the story.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
So now, if anybody Googles Tetris and they go on news,
And they're gonna
local podcast breaks story
about
a Tetris Hunger Games style Tetris competition.
And talks
Shannon
about
Brown.
Shannon Brown.
Man, we are just so relevant.
What did they do? Did she overbook the hotel?
Yeah, sure.
Have you guys ever watched? I mean, I don't know. Maybe Mama might. I don't know about you, Junker. Have you ever watched competitive Tetris?
No. I definitely have not.
I've never watched it, but
I didn't even know there
you
was such a
guys-
thing.
you
I
guys-
really like Tetris.
I'll send you guys a video.
No, wait.
It is like
No, wait. I have watched competitive Tetris.
it's like,
No, I'm lying. I watched it recently, actually.
when it's like professionals playing
Yeah.
Tetris. It is
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
fucking
It's
insane.
intense.
It is fucking insane.
You're right. I have watched
So
it.
basically,
I've
it's
seen
two
it.
players. They start off just regular Tetris, and they go head to head, and they just try to see who can score the most amount of points before, before the other.
The last
person.
one, the one I watched, it was some old dude versus some kid.
There's one where like, oh man, like this guy is like they're fucking. Once they get to like in the beginning, yeah, you kind of see with their strategy and like, but then once you start getting to like the later, like once
When it moves fast as fuck.
holy, these guys are like on another level. Like
Yeah.
I was like, that is insane.
That's the only good thing that came out of Russia is Tetris.
That is true. No,
It's Russian?
have you ever seen
Yeah.
Chernobyl? Yeah, the guy that created Tetris was Russian.
Oh, I know that.
Have you guys seen Chernobyl? Great fucking show.
Yeah, it's on my queue.
That's the reason why in the original Tetris on the box, it was the red square on the box. You know those towers?
Mm-hmm.
It was made by a Russian guy.
Have you seen Chernobyl?
Oh yeah, I watched it. It was great.
Oh, so then you are 3.6 Rutkin.
That
You've
they're
already seen it.
that the Soviet Union's greatest export was radiation
Yep.
to everybody.
Yep.
That is an infuriating show. If that if those events are factual,
They are factual.
well, some of the stuff was embellished. I don't know if it was embellished, but like one character in the show,
I mean, well, yeah. So,
one character in the show was like, she was like a combination of a bunch of other like
Yeah.
real life characters.
the female scientist, she was actually like a collective of all the scientists that helped the guy out.
Yeah.
And kind of told him like, no,
Which
this
makes
is what's
sense
going
because
on.
you can't have like
yeah, you're not gonna have like fucking 50 million people. But I mean, it is factual. Like, it's, I mean, a nuclear meltdown.
yeah. No, I'm talking
can't
about
really
no, yeah, that.
fake
But
that.
if the incompetence of everybody, it wasn't so much I guess it was incompetence, but like the fact that everybody, the reason why this all happened was everybody was looking out for themselves. Like all the
'Cause-
bureaucrats,
yeah.
they wanted promotions. Oh, spoiler alert! The plant explodes. That happens like the first 2 minutes
Yeah.
of the show, but like everybody was looking out for themselves and they wanted a promotion, and they just like they disregarded all safety concerns and everything, and like it was upsetting.
Yeah, because the whole thing was that like there was they did it, but they took the risk because they had a kill switch.
Yeah.
There was a kill switch that would completely shut down the reactor in the case of an emergency. What they failed to realize was that
the kill switch didn't work.
exactly the kill switch.
Not only did it not work,
the kill switch is actually a detonator.
it made it worse.
Because the thing is that they put in these rods that basically shut down the reactor.
I think,
But the tips of those rods are made of was it boron or graphite?
no,
Graphite.
Graphite was
They're made of graphite. They're boron rods, and the tips are graphite. The problem is, as soon as you bring those in, it spikes
I guess-
the reactor just for a little bit. It spikes it, and then it brings it
I
down.
guess graphite accelerates the reaction.
Yeah, it accelerates, and before it brings it down. The problem was it was so high that when they put those rods in to shut it down, that
It
spike
exploded.
would just send it over the top. So everybody was like confused. They're like, there's no way that could happen. Like, they were in denial for a good part of the fucking show that like there's no way it exploded. There's no way because it's not possible. It's never
It's like
happened.
the Titanic.
It's just not.
That have you noticed a lot of those like crazy like disasters happens when you think you're too good and nothing can ever touch you.
Yeah, when you think that like there's no way, and the thing was like but the thing is like nobody really knew. Like all the people that worked in the plant, they didn't know that that was a kill switch or that it was like a detonator.
Apparently,
Wait.
the Kremlin knew.
The Kremlin knew because it was just cheaper to use that method instead
was-
of
It was cheaper to use graphite.
yeah. So, but anyway, phenomenal show.
It's a great show.
Phenomenal. I loved
Very,
it.
very well acted.
You should listen to the podcast, the HBO podcast. They have one for every episode.
Hey,
Oh.
we're not here to promote.
I
other
will promote that podcast hard as fuck.
I didn't know they had a podcast. You know what?
If you guys haven't listened to it, turn it off right now.
Don't-
Turn this
don't
episode.
listen to Tony.
No, I mean, if they've listened to us this long, we've already got the play.
I saw.
So you can stop listening now. We've already got the play. We got the numbers. Move on to something better.
I saw a meme on the internet that like probably was the best part of the show. I forgot his name, but the writer of the show, like the show is perfectly written and everything, but the writer of the show has wrote some real turds in his career. And the fact that he made this great show, which is probably going to win a bunch of Emmys.
Yeah.
But if you go through his IMDb, I think he has movies like Rocket Man in there, which was a terrible movie. Go through, try to find it, Junkyard.
Okay, I will look at this. It's not nobody can see it besides us, but
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
it sees what it's
I
doing
see.
on the left.
Oh, that little the Twitch
Yeah,
shit.
that's the other camera. I was just seeing if it fixed it or not. But
See, we could use that for like a Halloween episode, like
Oh, yeah.
like fucking paranormal activity shit.
yeah, see I thought it was maybe the extender of the cable, but
So it's not your shitty laptop and
No.
your shitty graphics card.
no, it's the actual camera. The camera's fucked up. See, You
Which
see it?
camera is it?
It's this one.
This one?
It's this one right here. Yeah, nobody can see it. Only
Can you exchange it?
no. I bought it a few years ago.
So we're fucked. Is what you're saying.
We need a new camera. If you want a second one, yeah.
So right now,
That's your close-up cam too. by the way.
can we switch my close-up cam with that one?
Yes, but then you're not gonna have a cam for both of you, or a mom.
I'm
or-
okay with that.
So you just want a camera for you by yourself?
No, because even this one, you can still see Mamba in the frame.
Can I read some of the movies that this?
Yes.
The guy's name is Craig Mazin. He's a writer of Chernobyl. Here are some of the gems that he's done. Superhero movie, which is like a scary movie spoof of superhero movies.
Is that out yet?
It was out in 2008.
Oh shit!
That's probably why
I
you never.
completely missed it.
Scary Movie 3 and 4.
Oh god.
Rocket.
That's funny because the best scary movies were 1 and 2.
Oh man.
Rocket Man, like I said.
Is that from that one song, Rocket Man?
Wait, Rocket Man, is that from the 90s?
That's
the
the Rocket-
90s.
that's
It's-
That was actually a good movie.
Wait, isn't that the Rocketeer?
Oh, the Rocketeer.
No, those are 2 different movies.
Oh, I'm thinking
Rocketeer.
the Rocketeer.
Rocketeer is actually not terrible.
Rocketeer is a great movie.
Yeah,
it's a
that
superhero
Rocketeer.
movie. Rocket Man is a movie about an idiot who goes to Mars.
Oh.
And then
Oh yeah, I remember that fucking movie.
I
Is that with the guy from Bubble Boy?
yeah, no, that's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh,
Not Fred Armisen, the guy from Half Baked, the tall
Yeah.
guy that goes to jail. I forget his name.
yeah.
And then I think what was Identity Thief with
Melissa McCarthy.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
your
know
favorite.
That's terrible. You know it's terrible.
So he's made some like I guess he wrote The Hangover 2 and 3, but we all know that Hangover 1 is like the best one. So
Yeah.
Hangover 1 was the best one.
he's written some turds, and then just one day he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna write
Chernobyl.
one of the best miniseries ever."
I don't remember if I've seen Hangover 3.
Yeah, Hangover 3 is actually better than 2.
Hangover.
I think it's 1, 3, 2. That's how the order. Of
I
Hangover.
don't think I've ever seen 3.
I don't think
It was okay because the second one,
two.
the third ones were there in Thailand.
Yeah. And then
Oh, I think I wait. Which was the second? I thought the second one was Thailand.
yeah, the second one was Thailand,
Oh,
and
my
then the
bad.
third one they go back to Vegas.
Maybe that's what. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen the third one. I've only seen the first 2. I did see the Thailand one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No. So yeah, it's 1, 3, 2 in my book.
Okay.
Those are the orders of the hangovers.
But yeah, watch Chernobyl. It's a great show. It's only a miniseries. It's 5 episodes long, an hour each.
So watch the episode and then listen to the podcast.
But also at the same time,
There's 5 podcast episodes, and one of them there's one for every episode. So watch the episode, then listen to the podcast, and like the writer, he talks about like how what went into it, and they discuss like the events and stuff. It's really good.
but also, if you have a short, I'm not saying I'm smart, but if you have a short attention span, don't watch it because it takes a lot of listening and. Well, I put subtitles on shows when I watch them, so I was like paying attention to everything. But like you have to actually like kind of like focus on.
But it's worth it though. I think
Yeah.
it's.
I thought it was a really good show. HBO was like, "Whew, let's put out this banger after Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Let's keep this ship afloat."
we need some bangers.
Yeah. After
You know what else was actually pretty decent? That Deadwood movie.
I haven't seen it.
I love Deadwood. Deadwood was such a great fucking show.
I heard Deadwood was a great show. I just never watched it.
It is really good.
You know what I'm watching for the first time? That's really old.
What?
Well, not really old.
Wire.
It's old enough.
The Sopranos.
From HBO. No,
The Wire, Sopranos.
it's a miniseries.
Uh,
Was it so far? So far, I've only watched 4 episodes. It's really
that
good.
prison show, the Oz.
No, that wasn't on HBO. That was on.
Yeah, it was
It was
HBO.
Was it HBO? No, not Oz.
It's a miniseries.
Yes.
Um,
Detective.
Won many awards.
True Detective.
it's that
No, I
show
watched-
about.
I watched
Is it about
it.
cancer?
No,
It's like angels in it.
no,
Al Pacino's in it.
no.
Okay, then
Okay,
we're
I'm
not
out
talking
of
about the same thing.
Band of Brothers.
Oh, I heard that was really
That was
good.
actually really good. Yeah.
I had never seen it before. I'm barely watching it now for the first time. It's really fucking good.
Should I check it out?
You should check it out.
I actually saw that on one of my friends had the DVD box set.
Oh yeah.
He let me borrow it. This
Yeah.
is before HBO. I mean, I could afford HBO, so I watched it on DVD. But yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it's really good. It won very many awards, I believe.
Another thing that I want to watch it.
That's the first time I saw what's his face. Isn't Alexander Skarsgård in it?
No, that was in Generation Kill.
I don't.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking Generation.
He's not
Kill.
in it yet. He might be in it. Everybody's in this.
I thought it
fucking
was
movie.
Generation. That's because you guys. I don't know if it was you, but one of you guys. I think it might have been Moises. It was like Generation Kill,
No, yeah, but
and then Alexander Skarsgård is in that one.
everybody,
I might have
everybody's
been
in
that
Band of Brothers. Damian Lewis.
Yeah.
What's the guy from from Office Space? The main character.
I don't know his name.
That guy. This fucking everybody's in it. Fucking McAvoy.
James
James
McAvoy.
McAvoy's in it. I guess Tom Hardy comes out one episode.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
like Black Hawk Down, where there's a whole bunch of actors in
There's a shit ton of people. Ross Geller from Friends. David Schwimmer.
Oh, David Schwimmer.
He's in it. Wahlberg, not Mark. Donnie Wahlberg's in it.
The lesser of the Wahlbergs.
But he was first.
I guess. I mean, if you can't afford Mark Wahlberg, you settle for a fucking.
Bro, he was on New Kids on the Block.
Fuck that guy.
If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the podcast name we have now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we still came up with it.
No,
If we didn't have that one, we would have had
peanut Potter jelly.
peanut Potter jelly time. That would have been mine.
But anyway, yeah, there's tons of people. Like fucking anybody who's anybody was in that. Pretty much around that time was in it. Tom Hanks wrote it, I think. Or not wrote it, but like
Probably
produced it. Yeah.
He wrote it.
No, I think he produced it. It was
He
based
told-
it was based on a book, so he didn't write it.
Oh,
But yeah, it's a fantastic show.
I'll check it out. There's just too
Miniseries.
many things to watch.
There is. I can't keep up with everything either. I just finished watching the second season of Happy. That was very good.
Why, that already got canceled. Why are you watching canceled shows?
Did it get canceled for real?
Yeah, it got canceled.
When?
Like the last month. That and another Sci-Fi Channel show, Deadly Class, got canceled.
What does it matter? Because Happy was pretty much done. They didn't even need to cancel it. I mean, the stories.
Why all the shows you watch canceled, bro?
That's all the shows you watch.
I'm watching.
This is the first show I've ever watched that got
I'm
canceled.
watching The Office again.
Before it gets pulled. How many times can? I bet you all the Office fans are trying to see how many times they can watch it before they get pulled off of Netflix.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be
2021, I think.
2021.
I'm
Because it's
watching
going
Boy
to
Meets
be
World.
NBC their app.
Their
right?
streaming service, yeah. I'm watching Boy Meets World again.
Why?
I'm introducing it to my wife.
Where is it?
She's already
What are you watching
suffered
it on?
enough, Junkyard.
Oh, it's on Hulu?
Yeah,
You know what?
Boy Meets World is a great fucking show.
very great
Never
show.
watched
Fucking great.
it. Never. Even as a kid, it wasn't appealing to me. You know what
I
it
used
is?
to love. I used to like. I think that was. I remember, like the best memories I had in grade school was like coming home on a Friday and watching
TGIF.
TGIF.
Me too.
You know what I
Me
think it
too.
is? I've always had, not a phobia, but I've always been weirded out by people with curly hair. So even as a kid, when I see that curly headed fuck, I just what problems can this boy be going through? And
Many.
he has to talk to his creepy neighbor.
It's not a creepy neighbor. It's his fucking teacher. His neighbor.
And
Not creepy,
These
just
modern in these modern times, in these modern times, that show wouldn't fly.
Yeah, would.
No, if your
It was a
son
whole- it was
kept
a whole
on
song.
going over,
He didn't go over. He was always in the backyard.
oh, he got diddled in the
He
backyard.
did not get tilted.
Well, they had a low fence, so yeah, you can get diddled.
Behind, you got diddled behind the fence.
No, that's not like Wilson from.
Now that was
Improvement.
that was a neighbor you could set your clock
Fuck,
to.
this-
Wilson, he stayed on his side of the fence.
That show sucked. And you
That
can
was
only see
you
him
didn't
for
like
Home
Home Improvement.
I
That
thought
was
it
a
was
great
great.
Oh, that's a
show.
terrible show.
Really, I thought it was fucking great.
Tim the Tool Man Allen.
Taylor.
Al Borland.
His name was Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Oh, yeah, his real name is Tim Allen.
yeah.
All right. Tim the Tool Man Allen. Yeah.
Tim Toolman Taylor was his name. But that was. I thought Home Improvement was fucking
No,
great.
you know who you could set your clock to? Al Borland. Now that's a real tool man.
That was his co-host, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that actually knew what the fuck he was
Yeah,
doing.
Yeah.
exactly. Unlike Tim, which is fucking.
Or Bob
And-
Vila.
Not only that, but I don't like I don't like Tim Allen now even less. I like him
Why?
even less because he's a fucking dickhead. Have you seen like like? He's just on.
He's just super conservative.
Yeah, he's a dickhead.
Whatever.
That
But he's also
plus
Buzz
his
Lightyear.
Terrible. Who gives a fuck?
He's also Buzz Lightyear.
How many Toy Stories are they gonna make before that?
I don't know. They
Nah,
probably
this
should
This
have.
is the last one.
Good.
I heard they hinted
No.
at. I haven't seen 4.
I haven't seen it either, but I heard that that they're finishing the series.
I heard that they like.
I heard this finished the series too.
But I heard that they hinted at 5. Look, they'll never stop. If people go
That's
pay,
true.
if people
That's true.
pay to go see them,
Then you know what? It might be the end of like the
This
series,
Toy Story,
but
and they're gonna
but
remake it,
They'll
reboot it.
Because I mean, the original was what 1995.
yeah, it was a long time
So
ago.
I mean, how
it's
many?
time for a reboot.
It's
I
just
know.
those movies make so much money, and not only that, I was walking in my job the other day and I saw all the merchandise that they have. I'm like, man, these fucking Disney's making a killing.
I saw this meme the other day. It was like, why pay $16 for a spoon for that? You know, the little figure of the spoon
yeah.
when you could just make it for like $1, and it was actually like look exactly the same, except it was like an actual. Like
Why
a
do they
spork-
sell a toy spoon?
Well, the spork, yeah.
Oh, the spork.
Yeah.
So they
Sell it.
sell like a toy of the spork.
Yeah.
When you could just make your own.
Yeah.
yeah, because literally the whole point of that toy is
Was
you
that it
can
was made-
make
the
it.
kid
It was
made
made.
But then
But they're selling the
merchandisers are
merch-
like, let's sell a toy version of that.
Right.
Yes,
A real toy version of this.
I don't know, I'm gonna check it out. I haven't seen
I
it
don't know.
before.
Keanu
I'm
Reeves
excited.
is in it, so maybe I'll check it out.
Really?
Yeah, he he's the voice of like a Evil Knievel toy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
Spoiler alert.
Keanu Reeves is having a resurgence since 2019.
Dude, he's never gone away though.
Yeah, yes.
No, he hasn't. Like,
No, after the Matrix.
After
kinda
the Matrix, he took a dip.
Yeah,
he didn't take a dip. He just took a break.
Well, yeah, but saying like he hasn't just.
And he did a lot of things after the Matrix.
I'm pretty sure it was by choice. I'm pretty sure he could have had
Right.
like.
Keanu Reeves is like the nicest guy ever.
No, yeah,
according to
but-
the internet.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's not like because his stock dropped. I just
It was just his choice. He probably said, "I'm just gonna take a break. I'm just gonna chill." So,
We need to get Keanu Reeves on this podcast.
he probably would. I mean, he takes the bus everywhere and train. So if we just like, hey, yeah, this is our modest setup, he'd be like, okay,
Say, I'll stop by. Here, I brought you guys some beer.
yeah.
And
Here's a cake.
Here's some pizza,
Thank you, Mr.
Mr. Reeves.
That'd be great.
That would be great. Tony, did you know that Mamba is studying?
like for an STD test or something.
STD test. You don't have to study for that. Either you have it or you don't.
Oh, okay. So he's wasting his time.
Huh?
So he's wasting his time studying for it. Then
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
you don't need to study, Mamba.
Thanks.
No, he's studying for his A+.
Ooh.
Why are you putting my business out there?
So I think we should give him a quick test.
No, don't do. Oh, you motherfucker! You bitch!
Oh, why would we do that?
You know what?
You said
Give me the.
you said save it for the podcast.
You know what? Go for it. Go for it. I will tell you, I'm not finished with the book.
He said he's 1,000 pages in.
It's 1,300 pages long, and last night I made it to page 1,000.
It's actually really good.
So I'll take your fucking test.
Go ahead, Tony. Go for the first question.
Dude, I don't even fucking remember. the A+.
Just Google some A+ sample questions.
You know what? Honestly, I'm probably gonna fuck these up.
Well, here I got to do it on my phone because you're gonna be able to see the answers.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure I'll fuck these up. 'Cause
No, the A+. Is,
For those of you who don't know, the A+ is a test. It's like to get your IT certificate. It's like the most basic one. I'm trying to get it. Junkyard's trying to clown me right now, and I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna
trying
let
to
this
clown
motherfucker
you.
happen.
He is.
I was gonna tell.
I can't. You know what? I want to
So-
go. I want to go play base or basketball with you. I'm gonna pass
should
you the
dunk
ball.
on him.
I'm gonna pass you. No, I'm gonna fucking pass him the basketball, even if he's not on my team. I'm gonna pass it to him, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, do something with it. Take this round object that you've never touched before, and try to do something with
So I
it."
was gonna.
You know what? That's like the best form of revenge you can have.
Yeah,
because-
just put the
because
spotlight on
every
him.
time Junkyard touches the ball, he has like a mini panic attack.
Yeah,
I do. I wasn't gonna do. I wasn't gonna do this on the podcast, but you told me save it for the podcast. You specifically told me save it for the podcast.
Well, he didn't know what that was.
I didn't know what you meant. I didn't know you were gonna try to put me on
I told.
blast.
I did. I said, let me test you, and you're like, oh, let me save it for the podcast. That's what I said before Tony even got here.
Let me
I
tell-
said I'm gonna test you, and you said save it for the podcast.
All right, I
No,
know.
he thought you meant like I'm gonna test you. Like I'm gonna test your patience,
you are. You are.
which you have done.
Also, before we start this, you know what I found out? That Junkyard's racist coworker that picked on his wife, she retired. So now Junkyard can never stand up to her.
He never redeem himself.
That's probably, he probably was like, oh, I'll say something to her. And he waited. I was like, oh, she's retired. I guess there's no point now. There's no, there's,
Every day he's like, oh, I'm gonna see something tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the day.
and then she just didn't come back to work.
And he's like, oh, I was ready. But your Junkyard was like, oh,
And now she's living her best life. She's retired. Probably has a nice pension.
talking about how much he hates immigrants.
Yep. Well, did you find your questions?
I'm looking. Hold on. Because there's a bunch, but they don't like.
Just look up A+ practice questions.
I am, but they don't actually like. They're like PDFs and shit.
Just go on images. Well, in the meantime, I guess we could talk about something else. You got anything to talk about, Tom?
Did we talk about the charity gala I went to last week?
No.
Oh,
You won the Sox tickets?
I'm gonna talk to you guys about it. But I don't think I talked.
No, I know. I know you went
what?
to it
No, we didn't talk about it because we recorded
before.
before, and this was like on
Friday.
This was on Friday that I went. So every year, a buddy of mine,
His mother-in-law has a gala.
his mother-in-law started this charity called Chicago Hopes. It's for
At-risk
homeless-
youth.
No, it's for homeless. They're
Disenfranchised youth.
Yes, exactly. So they always have like this charity event. Tickets are like $120. It includes dinner.
Oh, my God.
But it's for charity. So
My kids would be homeless if I bought tickets to that.
So it's at the Garfield Conservatory, which is actually really nice. And second year they did it there. It includes dinner and open bar. And this time, usually like I've been to these before, and they're usually they go without incident. Usually people go there, have a few drinks, dinner's pretty decent, But this time, man, people were going hard.
Like on the open bar.
Like the open bar was. I don't know if it was that they added more bars or because before it's like there's like a line and like there's only like maybe 2 areas where you can get booze, but this time there were like a couple more. Like I saw like at least 4. So I'm like, okay, they might have just added more, and man, they were pouring the drinks heavy, which was great. Like I ordered like my God, I'm just gonna start off something like I have a vodka cranberry. It was like 80% vodka and like a splash of cranberry. Like it was pink. It was like it should be red. That shit was pink. But man, that guy went to town on that. So I had a few mixed drinks, and then when you get a beer, you can get as many as you want. You can say give me 3. They'll give you 3. So we were double fisting. And the hors d'oeuvres were phenomenal. There was a guy, Chadworth, walking
That was his
around.
name?
Chadworth Huntington.
The third. He had mini lobster rolls, and I pretty much stalked him like through the duration of till they ran out of lobster rolls because at the end he came out with something else, and I was like, okay, well I guess we're out of lobster.
You're like, what the fuck, Chad? Worth?
Yeah, I thought we were boys. But yeah, those mini lobster rolls, amazing. So food was good. It had prime rib, mac and cheese, salad. So like I said, tickets were $125, but I'm pretty sure I got my money's worth, including everything I drank, everything I ate, including half of the lobster rolls that they had in that place. Because I was kind of like, I saw where he was going, where they would go to the back, and then when he would come out with a fresh batch, I would always be there.
Oh, waiting for him?
I was waiting for him. And then I saw how he made the rounds, and I would kind of cut him off before the end so I can get another round.
So you cut him off before, so you'd be there when he comes out.
As soon as he came out, I would grab 2, grab 2, and then he'd go walk around one way, and I would be waiting for him when he made the loop. So on his way back, I'd grab one more, and then he'd go back in the kitchen, grab more, and I'd be waiting for him again. So worth it.
Was it a pretty nice event? Also, I heard you won tickets.
Yeah. So every year they have a silent auction. And I always like to, I want to participate.
I don't want to participate in a silent auction.
But I don't want to go all out. I don't want to like.
I want people to know how much I spent.
So I'm like, okay, so I always bid on White Sox tickets because they're cheap and whatever.
Nobody else is going to bid on them.
So this one was for 4 tickets to White Sox versus the Marlins in July 22nd. And it's box seats with stadium passes. So I guess it's, I don't know. The starting, they say they're worth $400. That's the value. The starting bid was $300.
God damn.
I'm like, whatever. I'll bid $300. It's for the kids. So I bid $300, and the increments going $10. So it's all done on this app now. So you tap what you want to bid on.
Okay.
So you put the maximum. I'm like, I want to starting bid $300. That's the minimum. And what's your maximum? I want to bid $300. And that's my maximum. So if anybody would have bid $310, lo and behold, I won the auction.
Oh, nobody else bid on it?
Nobody else bid on it. And the same thing happened the year before that and the year before that. Like somehow
I always get
White Sox tickets. Now they also had Cubs tickets. They had a package of 4 Sox tickets and 4 Cubs tickets, and those people were bidding on that like crazy.
Yeah.
Because and anything Cubs, people would just always. But I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, people don't realize that baseball is boring.
Yeah.
No matter what team.
Like, yeah, it's boring either way. It's just cheaper to go to a White Sox game. So, yes, I won tickets.
What are the box seats? Like, do they have like a skybox?
I don't know. Junkyard knows
They
more
do.
about that. He knows more about that.
Is it like,
The suites.
is it boxes at the United Center where they give you like food and shit like that?
Exactly the same.
Oh, that's pretty good then.
But these aren't suites. These are box seats. They're like the 200 level at the United Center, like where we sat the last time.
Oh, so they're nothing.
They're not suites, no.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure they're still nice.
No, they are because they're like that, like the United Center. They're like that center.
Yeah.
Center area.
No riffraff can
No
get up there.
riff-raff. It's only HBO subscribers.
Yeah, and you know what? United Center is one thing, but if you want to go to US, whatever the fuck that place called, guaranteed rate, you want to keep the riffraff out. You don't want to be sitting next to them. Those dirty Dirty Southsiders.
So yeah, that's exciting. I got pretty hammered because I went to a bar afterwards, and I barely remember. One of Mr. Bernard's or Mrs. Bernard's buddies, I don't know, one of them. He's like, oh, like he was out there. Oh, you want to go, have a smoke? I'm like, oh, sure, I'll go with you. So he's like, oh, you want to take a hit of his vape? I'm like, oh, sure. Well, I'm like, it was. This was no beginner vape. This was the hard stuff. Like, be pissing hot.
This was this vape? Was it just nicotine or was there?
No, this was. Well, I think now it's legal.
No, it's not legal till
it's January 1st.
pending.
next year.
It's pending. So right now it's in the
You
gray
could
area.
Definitely still go to jail right now.
So I'm like, sure. And that shit fucked me up. Like, first of all, I don't smoke. That's just not my thing. I mean, it's cool. I have no problem with it. It's just whatever. I just don't do
If you're
it.
not used to it,
But the thing is,
did he tell you what was in there?
Yeah, he told me, and I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I had a really good buzz going. I'm like, whatever, and I remember I have done it before, but every time I've done it, I've been really hammered.
Yeah.
To the point where like it does nothing for me. Like it doesn't affect me at all. Like I've had the edibles multiple times, and it just doesn't do anything. It just has no effect.
When did you have edibles?
When we went to Vegas,
What was I?
you were there.
And you had edibles?
Oh no, I'm sorry, New
Oh.
Orleans. We went to New Orleans.
You didn't have edibles?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, I remember
Yeah.
now. I remember now. Yeah.
And I've also had them when I went to Colorado when I went snowboarding.
Okay.
And yeah, they didn't do it for me.
Nothing. You didn't feel anything?
So he must have had like, I don't know if he just had something that was like
Some Primo?
some that was potent, but man, that shit was like hit me like a fucking truck. I was like, okay, I really should stop drinking and stop smoking because I'm like really feeling it. So after that, like everything, like I remember everything that happened, but it was all like really weird. What I don't remember is going back to Mr. Bernard's house, and apparently we took shots of tequila. I do not remember that at all. I thought I went to because the last bar we went to was right by his house. I thought we just went to his house and I got an Uber and then I did because that's what I remember happening. Apparently, no. We went back and we had shots
At his house?
Yeah, and then I left. I don't remember that.
Oh, so you made? Or so you were conscious enough to take an Uber home?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
When did you find out that you took shots by yourself? The next day?
Well, the next day we went to the bar, which was a local watering hole. And I was like, yeah, man, I was kind of smashed. Like after that, like that last, because we had shots of Malort at the bar. I'm like, after those shots at the bar and the bar, I was done. He's like, yeah, man, and we had the shots of tequila. I'm like, no, we didn't. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I even opened a brand new bottle. I'm like, and I'm like, holy shit! I vaguely remember you mentioning I have a new bottle of tequila. I didn't remember him opening it and pouring shots, but apparently that's what happened.
I guess it's a good thing because Mrs. Bernard, she was gonna. I guess she had 2 extra tickets.
Yeah.
She was gonna invite me and my girlfriend out, but my girlfriend's father, he had his retirement party at Homer and N Pizza that night, so we kind of had to do that.
Oh, okay.
And I was still considering going, but then she was like, "Yeah, you got to dress up nice though," and that was kind of like a deal breaker for me. I was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, there was like there was quite a few girls there, and one of them she was getting down. Like they were playing like some hip hop song. I don't remember what song it was, but she was getting down. Like, yep, this is the type of party it's gonna be.
You had to. Somebody had to remind her.
Somebody had a reminder that
This is a charity event.
This is a formal charity event. But yeah, she was getting it.
Next time I'll go though, just because I want to know what it's like to go to like a special event where you have to get dolled up, and act on your best behavior.
I mean, you don't have to act on your best behavior.
Well, I can't just go there and like go hard, right? It's for the kids. It's for the children.
Yeah, you're going hard for the kids.
Oh, that's true. Get drunk for the kids. Because all the money is going to charity, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
If you can't go hard for the kids, who can you go hard for? You know
I'd go. Yeah.
We shouldn't.
I was
say,
gonna say
we shouldn't say go hard for the kids.
I was gonna say something.
This doesn't sound right. Junkyard, edit that out.
What if it was a different type of event where get hard for the kids.
No, I didn't say get hard. I said
Junkyard.
Go hard. Mama said get hard. I
Junkyard.
said
You gotta-
go hard.
Junkyard. Come on. Why are you such a ruiner of things?
Mamba ruined it. I said go hard.
What if?
Well, yeah. So you show up hard. Basically, what you're saying.
No.
Yeah, you get.
So you're saying is you get
guys are
hard before you show up. You don't get hard there. You show up hard.
You guys are taking this wrong.
You just said
both you guys
Show up hard for
are
them
terrible
kids.
You
people.
said you show up hard.
I said go hard.
for the children.
That doesn't sound
Not
right.
show up hard.
Get hard for the children.
So you get hard.
No, you don't get hard for anybody.
You're just like let me make it clear. Do not get hard for anybody.
Don't get hard anywhere.
Don't get hard anywhere for anybody.
What did you do, Junkyard? Where'd you go?
I had to go grab the charger for our soundboard because its battery's dying, and if we don't have sounds, then what good are we?
Why don't you charge it? Like
It was charged, but it wasn't fully charged. I thought I had enough juice to last us till the end of the episode, and I don't think it does.
All right. So what's next on the docket?
How much time we got left?
We're done, right?
Almost.
You can answer a question. There's no MMA fights coming up.
There is one this weekend, but it's a ESPN fight. We're gonna wait till next week because then there's a pay-per-view. So not this week, not this episode, but the following episode.
Uh-huh.
But I think we should do our real news story.
We already did it. Tetris.
No, that was fake. That doesn't count. Because actually, another one of our friends / listeners sent us this story, which is an actual article. So it says, "Gang of 100 feral chickens terrorizing Jersey."
That's hilarious. Because of the picture. Look at that chicken. All smug. Like, yeah, I'll fuck you up.
It says, "The Channel Island of Jersey is known for being peaceful, picturesque location, ideal for calming getaway. However, Jersey residents are being left thoroughly ruffled by hardened gangs of feral chickens who are causing absolute mayhem. Now, you may not think of chickens as being particularly intimidating creatures. However, imagine a 100-strong gang of them chasing you while you're out in morning jog and try not to shudder. In a rather Hitchcockian turn of events," he said cock,
You get it?
"Jersey residents are currently being menaced by huge groups of chickens. These bold birds have reportedly been waking up locals, trashing gardens, and causing a traffic hazard. Contrary to cowardly stereotype, this cocky bunch have even been chasing joggers."
I wonder if writers get paid for each pun that they make.
Maybe. "Although 2 small culls have already been carried out, with 35 chickens having been killed by a pest controller, the birds are continuing to wreak havoc. These chickens are suspected to be abandoned pets, which have since bred rapidly as there are no foxes on the island. There are no natural predators to keep the booming numbers under control." Jersey's Environment Minister John Young has made the following statement on the matter. "We are now dealing with very large numbers. The culls that happened were quite modest. We are in a situation where we have got animal lovers on the one hand, and where we have got those who are experiencing nuisances on the other. I can't pretend to sit here and say I have got the answer to that." Mr. Young's department has received no fewer than 40 complaints this year alone regarding the unruly chickens. Alarmingly, it is understood several different gangs are operating at various locations on the island, with the largest group of clucky rascals now believed to exceed 100 members at a time of writing. Local authorities have said they are fighting a tough battle against the chickens and have warned residents against feeding them, as this will encourage them to breed. Director of Environment for States William Peggy has explained plans to address this problem had been thwarted by a loss of state's vet. However, with an interim replacement, discussions may now lead to a practical solution. Authorities were initially unaware people were abandoning chickens in these areas, making it difficult to keep check of the situation. As they don't belong to anyone, feral chickens are not given protection under the animal welfare law. Under nuisance legislation, landowners
Oh
may
my God.
I had a dyslexic moment there. Landowners may dispatch chickens if they are being a nuisance, and action may be taken if a feral chicken is fed in a way that would cause a nuisance. What the actual cluck is going on?
Very well played, Julia Brown, or whatever the fuck your name is.
Very punny.
Yeah.
So how did that happen? Like,
So they think it was just like some pets gone awry.
just they're like, fuck it, and they just started like
Breeding
reproducing
chickens,
like
yeah.
fucking rabbits.
I read that's not rare. Like I heard that pigs, like domesticated pigs, if you go let them go in the wild, they just go feral.
Yeah, they become boars.
Yeah, they
Just like they're no longer chickens, they're foul.
I think they said that Jersey doesn't have any natural predators. You have the apex predator in Jersey, and
clown?
he is your governor,
Oh,
Chris
Christie?
Christie.
Oh, that fucking.
You
clown.
throw all those chickens in
That
a
fucking
deep
twat.
fryer, he'll get rid of your chicken problem. Mm-hmm. He's still the governor, right? Is he?
yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Guy's such a fucking twat.
He could eat all the chickens on an island and then some.
Man, Mamba, you sleep 12 hours a day. How many hours do you think he sleeps?
Chris Christie?
Yeah, he's like way bigger than you.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. I appreciate that. It's glad to know that Chris Christie is bigger.
And you're
than me.
better looking than him.
Oh yeah, he's. But have you ever seen him in a baseball uniform?
Yes, I have. You have showed us to this podcast before.
And I will continuously talk about it.
So yeah, he's a doucher.
But chickens are like, I've heard from other podcasts that chickens are, they're
Mean little fuckers.
the little assholes. They're like
Yeah.
raptors.
Yeah, they eat like everything.
I was not aware that chickens are not the docile creatures that cartoons has led you to believe.
Right.
They'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
They have claws for feet.
And they'll poke your fucking eyes out.
They eat rats.
Yeah.
And if you cut off their head, that doesn't matter. They'll still run around.
Exactly.
They eat rats, little road, anything. A chicken will eat anything. Thank God they're not our size.
Hey, could you imagine?
Would be fucked.
They're fast as fuck too.
Yeah, they're like I said, they're I remember the other day, not the other day at work, but one time I tried to explain to one of my coworkers that like chickens and other birds of prey were once dinosaurs. She's like, no, they're not. I'm like, well, not right now, but after years of evolution, like they weren't.
Evolution doesn't exist.
That's probably what. That's probably why she wasn't understanding. She was like, "What?
Evolution.
What's that word?"
Never heard of it.
Moses in the Great Flood.
Yeah, he's the reason why chickens are around.
Could you imagine if chickens could fly?
They can.
No, I mean like for like long periods of time, far.
they have
long
wings.
distance. Just because you have wings doesn't mean you can fly.
That's
Ostriches
exactly
have
what it means.
ostriches have wings they can't fly.
They can fly. They just don't want to. Like, why would
No.
they when they can run fast?
They don't believe enough.
Yeah.
Penguins can't fly.
Yeah. Don't you see them jump off those cliffs all the time?
No, that's jumping and flying. I can jump,
They fly for
I
a
can't
short,
fly.
for a very short period of time
and they can only fly downward.
into the water.
Yeah. Penguins can't fly. There's a lot of animals that have wings that can't fly, Tony.
There's some
Name
animals.
one.
I just named a bunch. Ostriches, penguins, chickens,
Fake news. Fake news.
roosters.
Fake news. If it's a bird, it flies.
Nope. Not true. Anyway, do you guys want to move on?
We can.
Or do you want to keep talking about chickens? This is not a chicken podcast.
They taste good. Do you know at Mariano's you can get a whole rotisserie chicken for $7?
I don't like rotisserie chicken.
You can get a.
You don't
whole-
like rotisserie chicken?
No.
That's like the best chicken.
no,
you can
the
get a
best
whole-
chicken is fried chicken.
You can get a whole rotisserie chicken from Costco for $5.
What? I don't have a Costco membership though. Okay,
I can tell
I
you
would
what.
get one for.
And if you go to Tony's, they're like $6 or $5.50.
Really?
I can tell you why I don't like rotisserie chicken.
Why don't you like rotisserie chicken?
So all wait.
So you don't like Boston Market?
I do like Boston Market, but only.
You probably get
But
the
I like the turkey.
You
I
probably
like their
get
turkey.
You like turkey, the blandest of all meat.
I like their turkey carver.
Okay, why don't you like rotisserie chicken?
So rotisserie chicken, the reason I don't like it is because the meat, the chicken meat on rotisserie chicken is sticky.
Use gloves.
No. When you eat it, so it like,
It's like mildly sticky.
yeah, I don't like the stickiness of the meat. Like when you chew it, like your teeth like stick a little bit. Like it is, it's like super light, but I don't like that feeling of the sticky meat. I want non-sticky meat. That's why grab the chicken, throw it in the fryer, boom, you're good. You're Gucci. Non-sticky, delicious chicken meat.
Now I'm a fan of.
You like the wings?
Oven roasted chicken is good too.
That's-
Any type of chicken that's
Smoked
not
chicken?
smoked chicken. Any type of chicken that's not rotisserie is
I like all
perfect.
those chickens, but I think rotisserie
No,
is
rotisserie is by far the worst.
my favorite.
You keep your sticky chicken. I don't want your sticky
Damn.
chicken.
He said, "Fuck your sticky chicken."
I hope that gang of chickens makes their way here.
Into your backyard.
I'll throw their ass in a fryer. I'm gonna like I'm gonna pull an ET. You know how like an ET they put like what was it Reese's Pieces like following so ET followed him in.
Oh, straight into a
I
fryer.
drained it to a deep fryer, so they fall in the fryer. Oh, boom! Take them out, ready to go, and just eat them.
Instant chicken.
Yep,
It's a good plan.
yep. And
Are
then
you proud of yourself? You outwitted 100 chickens.
yeah, Peter's gonna be none too pleased, but I don't care because I'll be eating chicken.
Fuck Peter. Peter's a bunch of fucking twats and hypocrites.
Yep.
But that's neither here nor there.
This is not a chicken podcast.
This is not a poultry podcast.
Anyway, let's move on to our gripe, shall we?
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
I had a gripe and it was really good. Let me see if I saved it.
Think about it, Mamba.
I did have a gripe. I had one, and then I thought of a better one.
And you forgot both.
No, I forgot the better one.
Oh, well, do your non-better one, and then maybe you'll think of the better one afterwards.
Oh, I remembered. My gripe.
Can you talk into the
My
mic?
gripe is with.
Hold on.
I think. Hold on.
Fix your mic, 'cause your mic's in your
I did this
eyeball.
before.
You think what?
I think I did this one before, but
You're gonna do it
still,
again?
it still upsets me.
Okay.
Is social media and food. It's like some of the shit is like that does not look delicious. Like, why do you even? I think they're just trying to make it just to get attention.
Yeah.
Like,
I know what
oh,
you're talking about.
they're
I was actually gonna do a grape similar to this, but go ahead.
Like I think I saw one where it was like, oh, this one place serves like this one like cookie burger.
No, was it that or was it concha? Because I've seen one where it was a burger, but instead of
yeah.
a bun, they use a concha.
Yeah, I saw
which
that.
basically that's Mexican bread.
Yeah.
It's like sugar bread.
Yeah.
And they use that for the buns, and I was like, that can't fucking taste good.
You can't. Not only that, but like that's gotta be fucking messy as shit.
Yeah.
Because for those that aren't familiar with conchas, it's like Mexican sweetbread, and it's covered in like this. It's kind of like this hardened sugar.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like powdered sugar.
It's like
type
no.
thing.
Conchas is not powdered.
No. I'm talking about what they put on top of it. It's hardened.
It's
Like
just
It's, not,
sugar.
it's sugar, but it's like a powdery sugar. It's not like
It's very. It disintegrates very easily.
Yeah, like powder.
it has very low structural integrity.
Like powder.
Like you take one
Like junkyard.
like kind of like junkyard's back. You take one bite and the whole thing just fucking falls apart like in crumbs, all the sugar on top. So they can't be good.
Yeah, you put a burger in between two of them, it's just gonna fall apart.
So it's like stuff like that like all these places. I don't know if they're trying to make a name for themselves.
That's what they are.
But I saw one that was like it's like two giant cookies, and then they put like they put cheesecake in the middle. Then they put
I like cheesecake.
then they put
I like cheesecake by
then-
itself.
Then they put like a brownie. They put the toasted marshmallow filling.
yeah.
Nutella.
That just doesn't
And
seem
it's
appetizing.
like that's just like you take one bite, that's like instant diabetes. That cannot like I understand like I'm a big fan of all those things separately,
but not together.
but it's like you're talking about like just let's just put all that shit in one giant. And the thing is like they drizzle it with Nutella, and I'm not a fan of shit that's like messy. Like this shit's like fucking huge. Like you can't even like it's bigger. You can't even take like a whole bite of it. You gotta like bite parts of it. And it's like messy, and it's like, oh. And then the guy's like, "Oh, this is so good." I'm like, "No, it's fucking not."
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you're fucking lying. I'm like, I'm sure the cookie's good.
Like when all those things are shoved together,
Yeah.
you can't appreciate the taste of it.
Yeah.
It's just like too much.
And then I saw one where it's like, "Oh, like world's biggest taco," and it's like a giant taco. It's like you're just taking a mouthful of ingredients every time you bite. Like you're taking a bite of nothing but shell, nothing but cheese, or nothing but whatever section you're on. That cannot be good. And it's like, so whenever I see shit like that, it's like, okay, fuck that. I think that they should just stick to the basics. Stop trying to like make some shit.
Well, I think they do it for like social media, so
Yeah.
people could see it. Like all the people that saw the Concha burger, they're gonna go on there like, oh, that looks. They're like, oh, that's interesting. Let me go try it. So that place is gonna get a bunch of patrons who saw it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Look it up. Look up Junkyard. Look up Cookie Burger. Actually,
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I can send you the. Actually, you know what? I can probably send it to
I
you.
got it right here. What do you? Where is it from?
I don't know, so I sent it on Messenger. Probably be easier if I do it that way. And it's like I could see the appeal, but I don't know.
Cramming a bunch of other foods together does not make it good.
Yeah, it's like just because you have 3 ingredients that are delicious by themselves doesn't mean you should just mash them together.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah,
So you want me to play this video?
yeah. Play it for the audience.
Are we gonna get pulled again?
Hopefully not.
Yeah, because diabetes is copyrighted by someone.
Oh, that looks terrible.
Yeah, it's got strawberries and shit. What the?
Yeah, that's their attempt at making it
Fuck.
like fucking healthy,
Hold
I
on.
guess.
Hold on. Let me. I gotta full screen this. I don't want people to see the other side.
Yeah,
messages
cue it
and
up,
shit.
cue it up, Junkyard.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a sec here. Put the volume up.
Yeah. Get some volume in this piece.
It's taking way too long.
Bro, relax, dude. Art takes time.
That didn't take time. Oh, that's loud.
The ultimate dessert sandwich. Look at that. It's like just messy. It's like your face is gonna get full of that shit. It's like all over your fingers and
Like I wouldn't mind trying those cookies.
yeah,
by themselves.
Those cookies look great.
Those cookies are good.
Open Junkyard, you out of fucking bandwidth?
No, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh my god, Junkyard, why? It's a fucking 2-minute video. 2 fucking minutes. Can you at least maybe take off the HD? See if that'll fucking help. Oh
No.
my god, we gotta play shit in fucking whack ass 720.
It's not auto.
We'll try it fucking lower. Did
What's
you
it-
pay your bill?
No, what's just happened? Played videos earlier. I was playing shit off Instagram. You saw me.
That was like 10 seconds, which is probably the limit that we've reached.
Well, oh well.
You ruined my gripe. And I really wanted the audience to get a feel. I wanted them to get the visual aspect of this ass hattery that is going around the internet. But, Junkyard, you are failing me, like, hard.
It's not me.
Who is it then?
It's this bullshit ass video.
Is it your internet?
No, it's this bullshit ass video. See, look, look.
All right, it looks like it's loading more than 10 seconds, so go all the way to the beginning.
You don't have to go all the way to the beginning.
It's like 10 seconds, dude, that he fucking played. All right, where we left off. So it's made with 2 chocolate chip cookies. Okay,
As
that's
a
decent.
Toasted marshmallow.
Layers of toasted marshmallow
That's
filling.
already kind of too much for me.
So, okay, I mean, all right. Then they just mash a fucking
Brownie and cheesecake filling.
and cheesecake. Strawberries, I guess. Nutella. I mean, that's already a little too decadent for my taste. And then
Are there people who like stuff like this? I'm sure there are.
this guy, he's like,
That's
oh,
too-
it's so...
No, it's not.
No, it's fucking not, dude. Like, your fucking heart's probably crying right
cinnamon
now.
buns with all that nasty shit.
A cinnamon
dragging
bun is good by itself.
Yeah,
but
but that's what I'm saying with all this other
Yeah.
shit.
no, I'm saying with all this other, that's too much.
Fruity Pebbles. Ew.
Okay, I might try that. I'm a big fan.
That's
of,
actually not terrible. That actually does not look terrible. But that whole... I mean, I think it's just... At what point does it get to be too much, you know? Like, where do you draw the line?
Last year when I went to Vegas with my girlfriend and her family, we stopped at New York, and inside they had a s'more stand. So they were like giant s'mores, and I looked at it, I was like, that kind of looks good. So I bought one. It was like $10 for s'more, and when I took a bite out of it, it's like this is too much. I hated it. I gave it to my girlfriend. I was like, here, you could eat this shit.
What was it?
It was just a s'more. It was like a giant s'more. It was like this big. They did also. I was upset because they didn't use graham crackers. They used this like pastry for like the graham crackers instead.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as we lifted it up, it just all fell apart. So it wasn't like a s'more where it stuck together. It just all fell apart. And I took a bite. I was like, this is too much. I was like, you could have it. This is bullshit. I hated it. Never again.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm more of a salty palate guy. I have a salty palate.
I used to have a really, really large sweet tooth. Like I used to always eat candy, but now it's like, I don't know. Maybe,
I like what is that the other day?
Maybe I got scared of the beatus.
That other day on Facebook.
Fear of the beatus.
What'd that thing call it? Fries. They called them salty boys.
Oh yeah.
Salty.
Who would win? One of the most complex and arguably the most vital organ in the human body, or some salty boys?
AKA fries.
Salty boys for the win.
What's your favorite candy bar or candy? Doesn't have to be candy bar.
I'm gonna tell you which ones I fucking hate, and they should. They should be fucking discontinued. Mars, Three Musketeers.
Mars.
Yeah, Mars bar.
Which ones are the Mars bars?
It's just a Mars bar.
It's just like really almost
just
like
chocolate
a Snickers.
it's like chocolate and nougat.
I don't know what
It's
that
like a
is.
Three Musketeers.
It's almost like yeah.
Okay.
It's trash.
I don't think I've ever had a Mars bar.
Oh, have you had Three Musketeers?
Yeah.
It's like that. Three Musketeers is fucking trash.
I'm not a big fan of Three Musketeers.
Good. It's fucking disgusting.
What's in a Three Musketeers?
But last time you put Milky Way.
There you go. Yeah, Milky Way too. Milky Way, Mars,
Milky Way's
and Three
fantastic.
Musketeers.
All it is chocolate and caramel.
I don't like stuff with a
Yeah.
goo. I don't like stuff with a gooey center.
No, it's. I don't mind the
So
gooey
you hate
center.
yourself?
I don't like. Damn. Get him off, you dog.
Why do you suck so much dick? It has a gooey center.
Bro, but you got the gooeyest of centers.
Oh man, he called you gooey.
Oh yeah, like I don't like gooey like donuts that have the filling in it.
Oh, you know what? I do love at Stan's Donut. They have a. The fuck do they call it? They call it something weird. It's look up Stan's Donuts. I can't remember the name of it. It's one of their most popular things. I just can't remember. They call it something weird. I don't
That shit's Stanton's is expensive as fuck.
They're good
Yeah,
though.
it's not-
I haven't tried it yet, but they're expensive.
They're
as
kind of worth it.
It's kind of like it's almost like an apple fritter, kind of.
I've had their apple fritter. That was good.
fuck. I've been wanting to try it. I haven't had the pleasure of trying Stan's Donuts yet.
I'd say
It's on my to-do list.
my favorite candy is like anything that's milk chocolate and almonds. Like milk chocolate and almonds.
You like Mounds?
Oh, I hate Mounds. Mounds and fucking Almond Joy. That's his fucking.
Or you like Almond Joy?
I've never had almonds.
Here's the menu.
Wait, go up.
This is the top right here. This is
Okay. No. It's kind of like no. Keep going. There we go. That Biscoff pocket.
The banana pocket?
No, the one next to
the
it.
regular pocket?
That shit is so fucking good.
What's in it?
I think it's like, I don't know if it. Click on it. Can you click on
No,
it?
it doesn't let me click on it.
Look up what's in it, because I honestly don't know, but it's fucking delicious.
Biscoff pocket.
What's in a Biscoff pocket?
Oh.
Calories?
Oh God, I don't even want to know.
Probably like 1,000.
It probably is a lot.
I don't know if it tells you. This is just like an article of Time Out Chicago.
Just once you
Banana
Google,
pocket and Nutella pocket.
We'll just go there one day and we'll find out. We'll ask them. We'll all get one. We'll get a
they're
Biscoff.
really fucking good. If it doesn't come up, look up how many calories are in it, because that I am curious about. No, it isn't. I don't think it. I mean, I think I do some more research on it. I don't know what the fuck's in it. It's really fucking good.
Peanut butter pocket, peanut butter banana pocket, Biscoff banana pocket, Nutella pocket, Nutella banana pocket. They have a lot of pockets,
I guess it could be anything, right?
I guess.
Good, but the original is just like a Biscoff pocket.
Okay.
But look how many calories it has. I'm pretty sure it's a shitload. Almost 800.
Our nutrition info. 100? It's got to be more than that.
There's
it's
no
way
way.
more. Then 100? Yeah, there is a way. Then it's 100. Like a candy bar is like
Yeah, fucking, what do you call it? Isn't like a little granola bar is 100 calories.
so you get a
You get way more than 100 calories.
It's probably 100 calories per bite.
you get a pouch of something.
Doughboys.
Ooh, a doughboy.
Well, these don't have. You can't click. How the fuck do I find out the calories and shit on this bullshit? They've got to have nutrition facts, right? Ooh, buttercream Bismarck. That sounds good. Dude, a lot of these look fucking good as shit.
I'm getting hungry
They're
now.
actually really good. Like I
Turn this off.
I do love me some Stan's donuts.
I'm getting hungry.
Like
now.
I know they're pricey, but man, they're so fucking
They're
good.
worth it.
Are you
They're
gonna go eat some more
fucking
Jack's
good.
pizzas?
No, I'm all out.
Because you ate all of them?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Stan's Donuts, delicious. Biscoff Pocket, amazing.
I
Don't know
think
what's
this
in it.
has- No, this doesn't have nutrition. Their menu doesn't have nutrition info either. Is this allowed? Aren't they supposed to have like nutrition info?
I'm sure you can find it.
I don't think they're supposed to. It's not a law, is it?
Yeah, I think it is actually.
It's a small business. They don't have to adhere to.
They're not a fucking small business. There's like a
Stan's
million
Donut-
of them.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
Stan's Donuts?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
All right, so a Biscoff Pocket is a donut filled with Biscoff cookie butter, which is not a typical donut filling. So I guess it's like you guys ever had that? I guess that cookie butter from. Oh, it does. You guys ever had that cookie butter from Trader Joe's?
No.
That shit's fucking delicious. That makes sense. So it's kind of like
There's 9 locations just in the Chicagoland area.
so it's kind of like a peanut butter,
Uh-huh.
but it's a cookie butter instead of peanut butter.
Okay.
And that's what's in the Biscoff Pocket. It is a cookie butter.
So you said
It's fucking delicious.
what your least favorite ones are. What's your favorite candy bars or candies?
Oh, I really like peanut butter Twix.
Okay.
Not a huge fan of Snickers. Snickers are okay. I see a lot
Snickers
of
are alright.
a lot of candy bars to me are just meh. They're just. I mean, I'm not gonna like. Oh, I really crave.
I have one that I crave all the fucking time.
There's one that I really like, but I can never. I always have to eat like maybe just half of it or a quarter of it because if I eat the whole thing, it's like I get sick.
Oh.
The Hershey's cookies and cream.
Oh yeah, that's weird. I don't like. That's got white chocolate. I don't like white chocolate.
Like it's really good. Like I really
Too-
like it. But
kinda too
man,
rich.
But I can't. Yeah, like I can't eat the whole thing. I have to eat like a piece of it and that's it. I'm
Well,
done for the day.
I have a favorite that I can indulge. Like I the reason I don't eat it as much because I buy like if I buy like a king size, which is 4,
Uh-huh.
I can eat the whole
Are you
thing in
talking
like
about Reese's
seconds.
cups?
Yep.
I do
Reese's
like-
peanut butter cups.
I do like some Reese's.
Reese's peanut butter cups are my favorite. If I have like a dude, if I can like just nonstop eat Reese's peanut butter, if I got my hands on as many as I crave,
Uh-huh.
I'd be the size of Chris Christie right now. Cause
I'm not a huge. I mean, I like
fucking
Reese's.
Reese's,
but
I could probably just
See,
like
I
stuff
can't-
Reese's peanut butter cups in my mouth.
I can't do it. I
just
can't. I
pop
can't
'em.
eat too much. I think after like a few, like I'm already like I'm done. Like
Well, this is the thing with for me at least with like most things I'm like that, but with Reese's peanut cups I'll have 2, and then I'll have to wait like 15, 20 seconds, and then I'm gonna go again for another 2. And
They're
then,
pretty good.
And then I just wait a little bit longer, and then I can keep going. Like I'm all about the Reese's peanut butter. I can't eat them. I can't because then I just can't stop. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
makes sense.
Yeah, Twix used to be one of my favorites, but it's fallen on the chain. Like I still love Twix, but not as much. As, like,
I think
Reese's
all
peanut
candy
butter
just
cups.
fell on the chain for me. I don't know. Maybe like my palate changed, but I used to like love.
And
now
I was,
it's like,
and see
meh.
that's the thing with me now.
I do love me some donuts though.
I never buy candy or sweets. If somebody offers it to me, I'll take it. But
Yeah, me neither. I try not to buy
like,
'em.
I don't really eat donuts unless my girlfriend's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop and get coffee." She's like, "Do you want me to get you something?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, since we're here, give me a donut." But I never like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get a donut."
I have the rare donut craving. Like last week, no, it was last week or 2
I'm
weeks?
all about the salts.
2
the
weeks
salty
ago?
boys.
Them salty boys.
Uh-huh.
2 weeks ago, I was like, man, I really, 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 really want a donut. I'm like, fuck this. I'm just gonna go Dunkin' Donuts and buy a donut. Especially I was like on my job. There's one right next
But you
door.
didn't feel like driving, so you made your wife walk.
No, I
and go
walked
get
over.
you
I walked over to Dunkin' Donuts and I
Oh.
bought myself a devil's food cake, chocolate covered devil's food cake donut, just one. And dude, that was fantastic.
The only donuts I don't like are like the cake donuts. Those are like
Oh yeah, like the plain donuts.
or even if they have like frosting or
I
whatever.
love the plain donuts.
If they're like the cakes.
Yeah, they're
it's
cake donuts,
Nah, I like them.
They're a little too dry for me. I
Yeah.
don't like them either.
No. I do love
Donuts
me.
a plain type or donuts. Mama's a plain type of person. He likes everything plain.
Well, no, I mean, I like other donuts, but sometimes a good old fashioned. Enjoy it.
I like what do you call it? Jelly donuts. I like
you like jelly
Boston
donuts?
Boston cream donuts.
Too much. I don't like biting into something and then I get ejaculate in my mouth.
You don't gotta bite into it. You can just suck on it.
No thanks. I don't want anything shooting in my mouth.
Except for jizz.
Like when I was a kid and then somebody gave me like one of those bubble gums and they had like the jelly in it.
Oh yeah.
I hate.
So you were never a fan of Gushers?
No, I hate
love gushers, especially when you take one out and they're all stuck together. It's just a giant amalgam of like
Ew.
goo and oh, it's so fucking good.
I don't think I've ever had a gusher.
Gushers are fucking amazing.
I don't think I ever
I'm gonna
had
bring
gusher.
some for next week.
No, thank you.
They still make them?
Yeah, they
I'm
still
sure
fucking
they do.
make them.
No, I didn't know. Shit, relax. Chill out, bro.
Shit, do they
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Do they still fucking make them?
I didn't know.
What kind of stupid, ignorant question is that? The fuck is wrong with you?
Take it easy, bro.
Do they still fucking make them?
I didn't know
Take it
gushers were that
easy.
important. They're like life and death.
You're all hopped up on Sunny D right now. Chill out.
All right, this is not a candy podcast.
It's not, but that was an asinine question. They still fucking
I
make.
don't know.
Of course, they
stopped-
fucking make
They
gushers.
stopped making a lot of things.
I know, but not fucking gushers.
He
How
has
the
the
fuck am I
power of the sun coursing through his vein. He drinks Sunny Delight.
Oh man, I love me some Sunny D.
I used to like it. I don't like it anymore. This is one of the few things when I was growing up I disliked later on when I started getting older. Sunny D, Hawaiian Punch. I can't drink
Oh, I
it.
can't drink Hawaiian Punch.
None of those are juices. They're all
It's
just.
just sugar.
I know.
They're just all pop.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But there's a shit when I loved as a kid, and as an adult, I just can't drink it anymore. It's gross.
Too much.
It's gross. It's
Just
nasty.
straight
You know,
sugar.
you know what? What full of sugar I used to love that they stopped. I don't know if they still sell it in stores, but they stopped selling it at McDonald's. Orange High C.
Did they stop
That was
selling
one
it?
of those.
They
Those
did?
were one of those. Yeah,
Uh,
those were one of those things that I.
Yeah, I
as
remember
an-
a lot,
even
a
as
lot
an
of people
adult.
had like a shit fit when they pulled Orange High C from McDonald's.
Yeah, one of the few things I actually like all sugar that I still liked, but whatever. I can live without it.
all right, this ain't a sugar podcast.
Yes, ain't a
This ain't-
sweet
th-
podcast.
th- This ain't the Beatus podcast.
This ain't a chicken and sugar podcast. Mama, do your grape.
I don't know if it's more of a gripe, as in something that
Hell
I
no, motherfuckers!
noticed.
Wake the fuck up.
So the other day, Nintendo, they had a sale on their network, so like you could buy games for the low. Some of them were half price, and I was going through the library on my Switch. I noticed that Final Fantasy VII was like half price, and like there's something that I noticed when I was growing up. I played a lot of Final Fantasy games, but I could never get past them for various reasons. Final Fantasy VII, I think I played it. My cousin had it for the PS1, but I was kind of young and I didn't understand it, so I never got through it. The Final Fantasy VIII, I had it, but something happened where this was back in the 90s, where if you got a scratch on your disc,
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
your game was fucked. So I think I got into the second disc.
And it was just like 2 of 3 or something.
Yeah, I got into disc 2 of Final Fantasy VIII, and there was like the tiniest cuff on my on the disc. So whenever I got to this certain part, my game would just freeze and I couldn't go anymore. Final Fantasy X, I never played 9, but Final Fantasy X, I forgot what happened. I think my dad sold my PS2 one time and all my games, so that's probably the reason why I never played that one.
I think I spent the most out of all the Final Fantasy games. Because I think 10 is I put 260 hours into that game.
I played 10 the most,
Oh, that's a lot of hours.
mainly because I was playing Blitzball.
I used
the
to
whole time.
hate Blitz. I thought it was
I
the
love
stupidest thing
Blitzball.
ever. I thought it was so stupid because
I was
and then I loved it. That's all I fucking played for like days at a time.
I was trying to become the perfect Blitzball GM. I was trying to recruit players. I was going out of my way. Anyways,
even after I got the ultimate weapon you get from playing Blitzball,
yeah.
I was still playing fucking Blitzball.
most people don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But
It's a made up game, made up
in a
in a
video,
made-up- oh fuck yeah!
I guess
It's a made up game. It's a made up sport in a made up video game.
my gripe is nostalgia. Sometimes like you get nostalgic. So I downloaded Final Fantasy VII to my Switch. So I was like, oh, the remake's coming out next year. Let me get through the original one, just to kind of relive nostalgia. And I downloaded it. I'm playing it, but I was like, this doesn't hold up to what I remember it being. You know what I mean?
Because it was groundbreaking at the time.
At the time, yeah, but when you play it now, I was like, wow, this is.
Do you remember what other game came out at that same time? It was released the same time. That was also groundbreaking, and this game actually beat Final Fantasy for Game of the Month.
Kingdom Hearts.
No,
No, what are you talking
dude.
about? Shut up.
I'm just guessing.
Kingdom
What
Hearts
year?
didn't come out till
it
like,
was this game was for N64.
What year?
for N64.
Yeah,
It
GoldenEye.
was.
correct.
Oh.
GoldenEye came out at the same time. Final
Fuck you,
Fantasy
Mamba. How about that?
did.
Oh.
Damn! Look at that. Look at Junkyard. Little pep in his step.
I think the only game you played, probably.
I love that game.
Everyone loved that game. That game was amazing.
So yeah, it's not really a gripe, but I was like, sometimes nostalgia isn't always that good.
Yeah.
Sometimes things don't hold up, which is fine, but you can remember them how they were when you played them. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get through Final Fantasy VII, but it's almost become tedious to the point where I just want to like get through it so I can play the remake and like, this is a much better version. So we'll see. But Final Fantasy VIII is getting re-released and remade, and it's the first time it's been remade since it came out. I don't think they ever remade it, so I'm excited about that. Hopefully that holds up.
I haven't played. I didn't play 8, so I'm excited to just play it.
Hopefully it holds up. I watched a video of why they never remade Final Fantasy, because 7 and the rest of them, they had all these ports and everything. Apparently the reason why 8 never got made is because after they hit it big with 7, they were trying to push out 8, just to get it out. They were like, we hit it big. And I guess a lot of the files for the game got lost in translation, like just being sent back and forth from Japan and the US. So they didn't have like an original copy. It's something where like so much of it got lost that they couldn't remake it, but I guess somehow they pulled it off.
That seems kind of stupid, but yeah, you're probably one of the weird shit.
I mean, this is back in the
That's true.
90s.
Speaking of shit getting lost in translation, you guys remember Sailor Moon?
Yeah.
So Sailor in the Japanese version, Sailor, I think it's Saturn or Neptune and Uranus were lesbians, and they were girlfriends. But so when they came into the U.S., they didn't want to have that in there.
Of course.
So they changed the dub to where they were cousins instead of lovers.
Yeah.
But they didn't translate everything, so there's still all the flirting and all that stuff. So now everyone just thinks that they're in an incestuous relationship. So I don't know. So I think they were better off just leaving it as it was, because they completely
Probably.
They made it worse than what it was.
they made it worse. They're like, oh no, we can't have lesbians in a cartoon show.
Let's just have
let's make them cousins. And then they didn't take into consideration the rest of the context of like the show.
Junkyard's writing this down. What was that? Sailor
it?
Moon?
I used to like Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon?
You know what's funny? The first time ever when Tony gave me his phone number, like years ago.
I didn't give it to him. He
asked for it.
he got it from someone else. I told him I
Yeah,
have
right.
a phone, and he got it from someone else. So whatever.
So I called him,
When Junkyard acquired my phone number,
and his voice, and he didn't answer. His voicemail answered, and the song on there was Sailor Moon.
the theme song
The
to
theme.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
That was.
Fighting evil by moonlight.
Junkyard, we're gonna get pulled. You're singing it too good.
Anyway, yeah. So I know the song very well because that's whenever he didn't answer, which was often,
You heard
I'd
that?
heard that theme song. I mean, I had watched a few episodes before that, but I was like, that's why I knew what it was when I was like, why the fuck does he have Sailor Moon? And now I know.
Cause Sailor Moon's the shit.
Anyway,
What's your gripe, Junkyard?
so my gripe is
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
lost food. You guys are probably wondering, what is lost food?
Nope, not at all.
Okay. But I'm going to tell you
Does
anyway.
it look like Mama loses food?
Yeah.
No, it looks like he found all the food.
Get him off you.
He piggybacked off of what you said, so it doesn't really count.
Anyway,
Oh.
so I went out for my anniversary, right? For my 2-year wedding anniversary to go get dinner. And I'm not going to name the place because they made up for it. But it still doesn't discount the gripe. So I ordered appetizer, calamari, right? And they gave you a lot. And it was just me and my wife, and we didn't finish it. So we asked to have it boxed. So the waitress was like, okay, I'm going to go have it boxed. She takes it to the back. And my wife, and then like later on in the meal, my wife's like, oh, can I get my pasta box? Because I didn't finish it. She's like, yeah. So she takes it to the back. The pasta comes back out later. The calamari fucking disappears. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, maybe she's just taking a little bit longer to, box it. You never know. Fuck. So, like, we get dessert. We eat dessert, and we pay for the check. And when she hands me the check, I'm like, we never got the calamari that we ordered, like, that we were supposed to have boxed. And she's like, oh. She's like, didn't I bring that out? I'm like, no, you didn't. You brought out the pasta, but you didn't bring out the calamari.
You're like, no, bitch.
No, I'm not rude. So she's like, let me go check on that for you real quick. I'm all right. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'm sure she'll like, even if she like, I didn't think she misplaced it. I was like, I figured it was back there somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you'd think. So I just paid my check and shit. You know, I whatever signed off. And she comes back. She's like,
About that.
about the calamari. I lost it. Well, she didn't say she lost. She misplaced it.
She threw it away.
I'm like, how the fuck do you misplace calamari?
She lied. She threw it away.
Why did she throw it away when I specifically told her to box
She
it?
probably put it somewhere, and someone came by like, "Oh, this is trash."
Okay, she probably didn't throw it away. Somebody else probably. threw it away.
Probably. But still, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Did you?
I specifically told her box the calamari, and like she came back quick with the fucking pasta. Why didn't you come back quick with the calamari? Anyway,
But you didn't say any of this because you have no spine.
no, because right away, before I could say anything else, she said, "I misplaced it, but I have a fresh one cooking for you
Oh.
right now."
I would have been like, "Nope,
Ready to go.
I want my original."
No, fuck that. It's
Go
because it's
dig it. Go dig it out of the fucking
Get outta
trash and give me my fucking
No,
calamari.
I got a fresh calamari, full, not like half-eaten calamari. I got full, fresh calamari. She even put the sauces, because it comes like a sauce on it. She put the sauces on the side so it wouldn't get soggy.
Oh.
So that is why I am not going to completely, that's why I'm not naming the place, because she made up for it.
You should name the place because they made up for it.
But
It's Cooper's
You
Hawk.
should have stand up to you like, no,
You
I want my original calamari.
It's Cooper's Hawk in Oak Park.
That
But she also gets, not only am I griping about it, but she gets my W for making up for it. and giving
basically
me,
you eating that calamari was cannibalism because you both had the same amount of spine, which is
You're
sick.
both fucking cephalopods. You know what I realized? Junkyard has a significant advantage by not having a spine. He is immune to the spine buster.
Oh yeah.
So if anybody ever tries to do a spine buster on Junkyard, he just like flops.
Tombstone doesn't work. Your body just compresses. It just folds like an accordion.
Sounds about right.
What's the question, Junkyard?
what question?
I don't know. Don't we always have a question?
Oh, yeah. But anyway, I was just talking about my gripe.
So Cooper's Hawk, Oak Park.
There's two
Great job.
questions.
What was her name?
Do you have wine?
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me.
I
I'd
had
like to ask you a few questions.
Sangria.
sangria. I had
Then you should cease asking scary
Picture?
questions.
a picture of peach sangria.
Oh,
They have good sangria.
So you did go to Cooper's Hawk.
I think go to Cooper's.
I just said it. Cooper's Hawk in Oak Park.
I know, but he didn't want to say it. But he was basically telling. So
I did think about getting wine, but I really wanted
peach
sangria.
sangria. Sangria is good. I'm not a huge, like I was talking about earlier. I'm not a huge sweet person, but their sangria is pretty legit.
I had nothing but sweet that day, cause so I had
You got a little sugar in your tank, boy.
maybe I had the calamari had like the sweet sauce on it. I had that. Then I had my dinner. My dinner wasn't sweet. Then I had the sangria the whole night, the pitcher. And then for dessert we got the banana. What did I tell you was, Tony? Banana bread. Sundae.
The banana bread.
Banana bread sundae. That shit is too fucking sweet. Like sweet as fuck. Like it's nasty sweet. Like it's so sweet to the point where it's like almost like unedible. I had like 3 bites and I couldn't eat it anymore because it was too fucking sweet. Yeah. And so that shit was sweet as fuck. But anyway, that should have been my gripe. That sweet ass banana bread. That shit was nasty. Don't order that when you go to Cooper's Hawk if you ever go. If you want banana, get the banoffee pie. That is
really good.
That's really good. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead. Let's get to our question, shall we? It says, it's a telegram. Hi, NKOTP. So I need some help. I reached out to some friends, but they were too busy, so here we are. I was dating this guy for
Legit.
a while, but he didn't want to commit.
Those are terrible friends.
Obviously, if she's reaching out to us, she must have some
We're-
shitty friends.
We're the last last chance. Anyway,
She don't got a deep bench at all.
She's like the Lakers right now.
Yeah.
She just has Anthony Davis
Yeah.
and LeBron James and
That's
nothing
it.
else.
So anyway, I was dating this guy for a while, but I didn't want to commit. We broke up, but I'm still upset about it. One of his friends has expressed interest. I know he likes me, and I kind of like him too. I'm considering dating him just to get back at my ex. I also don't see why I shouldn't. He's the one that didn't want to be with me, so I should give someone else a chance. Also, what's Tony D's status? I know Junkyard is married and Mamba has a girlfriend, but Tony's is unclear to me. I ask because it makes it easier to see the point of view the advice is coming from.
Probably the worst person.
Thanks,
Exactly.
guys. Elise, not my real name, but you guys come up with some really weird ones.
She's right. Probably would have came up with some really stupid name.
Yeah, like Shoshana.
That's actually one of the less stupider ones, but still stupid nonetheless.
So she's dating this guy.
So she dated this guy, and they broke up because he didn't want to like
Commit.
commit. So I don't know what level of commitment she's talking about. And then one of his friends likes her, and she kind of likes him, and she's considering dating him only because, well, not only because she does like him, but there's also
It's also that
It's-
it's spite.
she's
In
kind
spite
of like yeah, well, you didn't want me, so
I'm gonna fuck one of your friends.
I'm gonna fuck with your friends.
Well,
I
she didn't
mean-
say fuck. I'm just
Yeah, that
I'm
don't-
just throwing, I'm
I
just
mean,
throwing it
obviously
out there.
that's what's gonna happen. I don't know. I think that. I mean, she's kind of in her right to do so. I mean, they broke up. They're over.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be with her, but I feel like if you're gonna do that, she's doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
She's doing it just to get back at him, and
But she kind of likes him. But what if she likes?
that's true. But there's still that aspect of like, okay, I kind of like it, but she's kind of using that as a crutch. As like, well, I kind of like him, so I'm gonna date
Yeah,
him.
she said I kind of like him. That's not fair to the other guy.
That's true. It's not fair to him, and it's not going to make you feel better. And like,
And the other thing too is like, I'm looking at it from a different point of view, not from her point of view. I'm not looking at it like from the maybe not the ex-boyfriend, but like, I feel like that's like a boundary you don't cross. At least as a friend, like I wouldn't want to date any of your ex-girlfriends, not because I wouldn't want to, but just because we're friends and I wouldn't want to cross that.
I would
line.
want you to date my girlfriend because I wouldn't want her to be satisfied by any other guy. So if you were
so as
dating,
long as it's a downgrade,
no, as long as she's dating Junkyard, I would know that she wouldn't be getting satisfied by another guy.
so they'll make you feel better.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think that if she's gonna do it, don't do it for the wrong reasons.
Do it because you like him.
Because there's one thing that I know is that every deception, every lie, every malfeasance incurs a debt,
that debt.
and that debt will be paid because there's two guarantees in life: death and the tax man cometh.
So she wants to know your status. She wants to know where your shit's coming from.
Well, I am single.
So who
not-
are you
not-
to give advice? Sir?
Exactly. So I don't know if you really want to be asking my advice. Like I'm probably the worst person, but here we are.
Mamba, you really didn't give much advice. Do you agree?
What? That she should. I mean, I don't think it's. If you're gonna do it for those reasons, don't say that I kind of like him. You don't like him. You're using it as a crutch. I mean, I'm not one to judge, but if you're asking, I'll tell you. And you're kind of using it as a crutch just so you can make the other guy jealous. Either he will get jealous.
He probably, if it's his friend, that he's definitely gonna
If
get jealous.
he will get jealous, and drama will ensue. And why would you want drama?
That's true because I don't see a win because like Mama said, if he does get jealous, then yeah, you're gonna have some drama. If he doesn't get jealous, you're gonna feel like shit.
Yeah. So
You're
there's
gonna-
no win.
You're gonna feel worse.
Yeah, either
because
way.
obviously you're still salty about it. You really care for this guy, and you're trying to like, I guess, this is your way of showing him like, hey, this guy wants me. Why don't you want me? And if he isn't like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
That's gonna make you feel worse. And not only that, now you're gonna feel like shit, and you're gonna be in another relationship you don't want to be in.
Yeah, you're not going to be really 100% into that other guy.
And the tax man will cometh, and that debt will have to be paid.
Also, I'm never one to slut shame, so I would never do that.
right?
I don't believe in it. But I think there's like people judge. So like if a girl is dating, if she like messes around with a guy and like another in like a certain friend group, then that girl is kind of like judged and stereotyped. They're like, oh, she's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
No, I know because I have a friend that I dated,
Oh,
and after I dated her, she dated one of my close friends, and yeah, people did mention
people will like say like
people had certain
she'll be
feelings.
stereotyped as a girl that was like, oh yeah, she's that type of girl.
Yeah, she's that type. Like she
And here at NKOTP, we don't judge.
Yeah, we don't judge.
Get in where you fit in.
Get in where you fit in.
But not everybody's as accepting.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. Your group of friends might see you as like the girl who's down.
Well, if they really know her, I feel like
I
they
don't know if
won't
they
judge
really
her.
know. I mean, you would need more context. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gotta
'Cause
say like
you never know. You never know. Like,
Right.
and the thing is, when you're dealing with, I don't know how large her. I mean, actually, her friends can't be. Her group of friends can't be that big because obviously she can't fucking even ask them this question.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's. So there's that.
But that's also a concern too. So there's millions. There's 7 billion people on this planet.
And none of them fucking like you.
what?
Oh shit! Sorry.
He was talking. He was talking about
I
himself.
was talking about myself.
There's 7 billion people on the planet. You could date one that's not in that friend group. You know what I mean? It's nice to be liked. I'm sure that the fact that that other guy likes you is enticing.
Yeah, especially when you're like,
But there's
especially when you're down, it's nice to get that attention.
yeah, but there's a billion other guys
Yeah.
who probably give you that attention too.
Yeah, I think that he's the wrong. Like, if you're gonna make your ex-boyfriend jealous, I think that's probably the wrong dude to go
Yeah.
make him jealous with. Just one of his
Yeah, I'm
friends.
not. Yeah, I'm not.
And let's be honest, he's being the friend's being a doucher for even trying to go after his boys
Well, how close are
ex.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess.
But if his boy didn't want her, it's not like they broke. It's not like she dumped him.
So you're cool if I date your ex-girlfriend?
I never dumped any of my ex-girlfriends.
they? He was always the
I was
dumpy-
always the dumpy. So no, I wouldn't be cool. with that.
Exactly.
But if I was with a girl and I dumped her, and some of my boys like, oh, I think I'm like, well, I mean, what am I gonna do? Like, well,
Yeah, but wouldn't you feel somewhat bad?
for who?
Like that your friend's dating her?
Yeah, I would. I mean, it's because it's not something that I would do. Like,
Right, I
like-
wouldn't do it either.
Like even if you dump,
if you did dump, yeah,
like I wouldn't date your ex fiance.
right.
Some people are cool with it. Okay.
No, some people are like
I don't know if I should be saying this, but so the girl I'm dating, my girlfriend of 3 years, her friend, I like messed around with like years back, like almost a decade back. And we're cool. Like, I don't consider me and her friend actually dated.
Well, no, but if you guys,
But I think
just
it's kind of
dated one
it's kind of
time-
different context
and,
because
and you did it
because-
before you dated your
because
girlfriend.
that friend is now isn't she married and
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's different. This is like because this is after.
And there was I'm sure.
And they were like years apart. Like,
yeah,
so-
and even after those years, there was no animosity between.
what if
you.
they talk about me? What
I'm
if
sure- I'm
they're
sure
like,
they do.
Oh,
That's-
he's the hussy of this.
That's what girls do.
You're like, oh yeah, he's the groupie of this group of friends.
How does-
Like,
how does
I
it
don't
make-
want to be known.
But it's too late.
As a
Yeah, it's too
group-
late now.
It's too late. What
No, now what you got to do
you
is
should have been concerned about this like when you first started dating your girlfriend, not now.
now what you need to do is
Now just a floozy that hangs around with them.
no. Now you got to go all the way. Now you got to fuck the rest of the friends in the group.
I hope my girlfriend doesn't listen to what you just said.
That is terrible advice, Junkyard.
No, that's great. advice.
Girlfriend of mine, my views are not shared by Junkyard. He has his own ideas and values that I do not share. But you might be onto something.
But anyway, yeah, I think it's a bad idea. I think everybody else here agrees.
Everybody in agreement? Not
Yes.
a good idea.
It's a bad idea, and get better friends.
Yeah, bad idea. Don't do it. Yeah, find someone else. Find another guy.
I'm sure she can find another.
There's a billion guys. If you want a nice guy, go on the most famous Instagram thought you could find and go under Tad Pictures. There's billions of Indian guys. who
They
date
will
you.
they will propose to you
Uh-huh.
within 2 minutes.
I love you, babe. Some shit like that.
No,
So
it's like
sexy,
it's like
babe.
it's like I love show me boob. Please boob and vagine.
I like puss puss.
And I just said, but she's
What was
she's
that one picture that you showed me? It was so fucking. When we were at the United Center, some guy. It was a picture of a guy and his face, and he's. I don't know. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it later.
wait. She's a female. Let's be honest. All girls can get like almost any guy. Just because
Yeah,
guys.
it's not hard.
No, it's not hard at all for girls to get guys. It's harder for guys to get girls. Very much harder.
I'm sure. I don't know how old she is, but you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Find someone else. All right, guys. I think that's all for we have for today. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. Shoot us an email like our listener has, and everybody every week. newkidsinthepod@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail, which we haven't gotten in a real long time. 774-40-NKOTP. Mamba?
In a world full of missing people, wait a little bit longer before you come looking for me.
We were worried, you son of a bitch.
Wait more than 24 hours.
Yeah, wait more than 24 hours.
All right, guys. We
I'm
will
on my second nap by then.
hopefully check you out next week. We'll see, I guess. We never know with Mamba because he's might be sleeping.
I might go missing.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. We will, hopefully check it next week. Kissies on your dickies.